I've seen you tweet about it. As a decently big Pokemon fan, Slump, what do you think of the Diamond and Pearl remakes?
Honestly, I'm completely down with the new art style. I see a lot of people complaining about
I'm
it, and I'm like,
I'm
well,
mixed.
yeah. When I
I don't.
first saw it, I was mixed, but now that I'm looking at it, it's also one of those things like I see people raging about it, and I'm like, good, keep raging, do it, feed me.
Well, it's kind of like one thing I tweeted, which may have missed, but I'm just like, oh, it reminds me of Link's Awakening. That art style was cute. I'm also glad I rented that game because I don't think it was worth $60.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a downside, and I have to admit, one of the people who was really angry about it did make a good point of if they just like outline the art, it looks like 10 times better immediately.
Oh, it needs like a deep black outline.
Yeah. And also, I have been noticing that, especially Baffle's tweets, Twitter just don't want to show me. I have to go to your Twitter itself to see any of your posts.
That's why
We get suppressed. We're not big people.
Oh, so, yeah.
And just for old time's sake.
Just
here,
for old
nice.
time's sake.
Oh, I've muted. I was clever and I muted the tab.
Super clever.
Super clever.
Super hot.
Hot.
You got it.
Oh yeah, good
Super
times.
clever.
All I know. Wait, what the fuck is playing next?
I don't
Tabletop
know
audio? What
what's
are you playing?
next.
Ah, crap, I was gonna do that.
What were you gonna do?
I was
What are you
gonna get a playlist up and running while we're playing, so I don't have to edit it in after the fact because that just takes way too long and is annoying.
Yeah, but doing it post edit adds like you to makes it so you. I guess as DM you know what's music's gonna be appropriate. Never mind.
Yeah.
Damn God, man.
Oh, that slurping ASMR.
Just like that?
I mean, you tell me, is that what I sounded like when I drank of my coffee?
No.
Okay, well, you know what? Now people can see my face.
I still have to wait.
Oh,
a couple seconds.
Just reminds me, depending on how
there it is.
I had brunch, so I don't know how hungry I'll be. But if I'm not very hungry, I'll probably get some hot chocolate whenever we do break.
Hot
Food will be
chocolate.
here soon.
Food will be here soon?
Yeah.
Look, you
Yeah.
can just
I
still
can use
put
it.
S-Ray down there even though you're also up there.
No!
No,
That's
okay.
where Lord Chonkers is gonna go.
Oh,
It's either hot chocolate or calzone. There is no in between.
Calzone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hot chocolate's great and all. Don't get me wrong, I love me a good hot chocolate. Wait, is it raining? Is it raining out where you are?
It is not raining currently.
Calzone.
Is
is
it
chilly.
dark and stormy?
No, not currently.
Calzone. I
Well,
tried
yeah,
to give
it
hot
just
chocolate the
depends.
best fight it could, but
In the end, it depends on my
It
hunger
does.
levels.
It doesn't even matter.
thank you. I was gonna say, in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Why not both?
Just like, I
Because
don't
he
care
just-
if you're full,
he's already
eat
explained
the
he can't
fucking
do both.
calzone.
Why can't he do both?
He's already explained that he won't have the hunger level for both.
I mean, chocolate isn't a hunger; it's a thirst.
That not good hot chocolate. Good hot chocolate also takes up room in stomach. We're not talking. I hope we're not talking about just some Swiss Miss, right?
We're talking about Swiss
I mean, it
Miss.
is just some Swiss Miss, but some warm hot chocolate. Some warm hot chocolate.
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
be right back.
it curbs the hunger pangs for me. Same with mints.
Mints, interesting.
Well, mint's
That's all it-
soothing for his stomach.
Yeah.
That's why when I have harsh mornings, then I'll have some mint tea.
You know, barrels weigh 70 pounds.
I'm not
It doesn't
surprised.
surprise me. And they're usually made out of oak.
Now, my question is: it 70 pounds full or 70 pounds hollow?
I imagine full is not just 70 pounds because that's going to contain a lot of liquid usually or something, and that itself will weigh probably around that.
Yeah.
Well, I think you might be able to convince my character to allow you to use some of his barrels.
All right.
Hopefully. I think Matt will at least notice the fact that I laid out some like plans because I'm just like I'm thinking.
Yeah. What was that
The
suggestion
teak
you had
baubles
again?
and
I saw Discord planning. I was like, that's a
It's
problem
good for a money
not
bag
me.
because it not only makes the money bag also look magical, but it's also just like who the fuck is stealing our platinum?
Yep. Like I said, I
see.
plan on having an alarm set around the area. And I'm wondering if we can put up the dome around our stuff, if that would be considered cheating.
I don't know. It might
Probably.
be.
I just disallow everyone from coming in. Sorry, sucks to be all of you.
But
You don't have anti-magic capabilities?
The nice thing about putting things inside
That-
barrels is that you either have to see the lid being lifted, or they
Slump
have to
just
take the whole
smiling like I
barrel.
prepared for this, and Fluke's just pounding against barriers, just like they all know the spell. They all know the spell.
Also, wouldn't rely too much on magical means to alert us, because what if someone's just got some kind of tool that's just, non-magic field? Bam.
Well, that's another thing. I'm also pondering. just like, is
Anti-magic
everyone
field,
gonna
like
know
the 9th
alarm?
level spell, I think?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What level is anti-magic field?
7.
Well, dispel magic.
That's true. Spell magic.
There's the spell magic, yeah.
Yeah, but at that point, then I know that my magic's been dispelled, right?
I don't know, or do you have concentration on it?
Not alarm.
So we are already planning the D&D while I was back, the session while I was back, or while I was gone. I mean,
We're just covering what we talked about last week, kind of how I had said I wanted to see if the alarm would work, and then I made the joke about I'll put dome up, and then Clow was making the joke, yeah, but then Slump gets to have Fluke bashing into all these domes because everyone knows that spell.
Plus, I was just bringing up my Discord thing I mentioned earlier, where I'm just like, hey, we should make the pouches of platinum scream when someone touches them.
Bloody murder?
I mean, whatever we want, really.
Bloody murder it is.
Or
Bloody
like-
murder, bloody murder, bloody
No.
murder.
You should have them scream, "That's my purse! I don't know you!"
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
balls.
Well, if we wanted to, we could also be... If we want to be more subtle, we could also do a smell and just like, I smell pumpkin spice. Swipe or no swipe and give us all your shit. Because, apparently if we catch someone, we can get their shit too.
The shit they've stolen from other people.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
need,
Slumperd
I just
is-
need to charm people.
That's also an option. I'm looking at teak stuff.
So just so people can see what I'm looking at, I'm gonna.
I'm not gonna lie, laying
Food's
on my
here.
part
Food's
on the
here.
table beside... Oh, crap. Well, take a minute to go get those. But
I'm not
besides... Okay, fair. Well, someone will, I'm sure. But besides...
Interrupt
just,
Cloud
like,
sentence
bringing
again.
it- Aw.
I'm joking. I'm sorry. I love you, Clow. I did it 2 times in a row, so I had to go for the 3-peat.
Comedy does come in threes. But I was just saying, besides the general, hey, don't forget teak stuff, and everyone look at their abilities to be tricky for this roleplay thing. Like, the only other thing I wrote down is just like, use Mage Hand to cause a distraction. Use VV to cause a distraction. That's about all I got, besides being the one who actually takes the things.
I actually had the thought process of maybe taking Chonkers with you, since he can turn the glow in his wings off, and like kind of just keeping near you, like 10 feet away or so, when you're not doing your sneaking to steal and when you're moving between the encampments, just so he could see invisibility approaching you, maybe, because the thought process that we had that, oh, invisible people might be stealing from us, also counters with the thought process of there may be an invisible person there to catch you.
That's fair.
I mean, it's
Only
something we'll
at 2
discuss in
people.
character once Vorian's back, but it's a thought process to have.
I will also say for the catching part, I think I'm gonna say that you have to like grab or touch the person as well.
Do clothes count?
Okay.
Yeah. Clothes you need to grab. But
That's,
just
good
to
to
make
know.
it not
Some point.
make a perception check to win it. Right?
That's fair.
We do have to catch the fucker.
Which is why one speedy person is out and about doing the stealing, and the other is here at Basse.
Maybe I should just try and nab people as they come by. Give me your shit.
Give me
I
all
mean,
your
you
things.
can't
I
catch
am
them stealing from
technically a
your
fighter.
pile in order to do that.
That's true.
You can't catch them stealing from somebody else's pile, I don't think. That's at
Then I
least...
can run interference then. If you catch somebody and they get away from you, they gotta get through me.
Well, you were also considering being a runner, which is not a bad idea.
That
Yeah.
too. Well, who's got the faster faster speed? Me or Spring? Because I've got a speed of 30.
She probably has a 30 as well.
Spring also has 30, but she does have an ability that she, for one turn, can move faster, but then next turn she can't move.
She's a tabaxi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense in this situation though for her to like sprint and then just stop.
Yeah.
Oh, by
Well,
the
for
way-
sprint back it can work.
Do I have access to her character sheet?
You're about to.
But it's combat only.
I know. I can't do a French accent, so please, Slumperd,
what-
please do the role play.
We could
So-
do Bouclair.
You should have access.
Okay, cool.
So once it's in our pile, it becomes ours.
Yeah, unless
Yep.
it gets sold.
Unless it gets stolen.
Oh, this is an interesting character sheet. I should have asked you
She-
for this earlier so I could have studied it.
I don't know if we'll have combat today, but
Well-
you tell
Well,
us,
she might
Slumperd.
need some of the abilities for, running, distractions, that sort of thing.
But she's a Dexy girl.
Wait, what?
Is it Tabaxi? I hope so.
She should also have. Wait, I have to
I really
change something, I think, because. Yeah. That needs to be a 5.
What?
One
What,
is
Does she have wild shape too? Because technically, when you wild shape, things like meld into you. So if we have something really valuable, it's just like run.
She does not have wild shape.
Aw. Oh well.
Yeah, I was looking for that actually.
Ha!
Port of Sunflowers.
So, since it sounds like we're all ready, who wants to do the recap?
Not me, because I didn't participate in the vast majority of it.
Alrighty. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Cloud did it last time, so it's gotta be either me or you, Flub.
You're studying a new character sheet, so let me go over what I recall.
Thank you.
So genuine with that.
Last session, we started off with Decorum kissing the ground and us all being thankful to be out of the caves, and then we traveled back to the Silver Blossom Clan village to inform them of what happened, and I tried to basically talk to them. And when we first got there was like nobody anywhere, and we were worried that something bad had happened. We sent, I think it was Vivi off to fly forward to see. It was either the Vivi or Elvira. My apologies. They found fire, and for a small second, at least Azri thought possibly that the Ravaging Flame Clan had attacked or something bad had happened. Turns out, once you got past the magical barrier of illusion and you don't get to see what's in our village, you got to see what was in the village, and it was party time because the god was back. And the group was glad that out of everything that happened, at least they were able to save Hefe's god. Next step, we didn't necessarily know what to do about our world being on fucking fire with their goddamn civil war, realistically. So we had to spend the night kind of relaxing and decompressing, and then the next day we snapped the coin, and some old grumpy satyr came through, and Azri had to do a save to not run into a wall. And then he made sure we were ready, and to clarify who was going as visitors and participants and people who were spectating. After that, we went in. We talked with a couple people here or there. We saw a guy that was I'm referring to as a Smoliath, as he is almost he was only a few inches higher than Asri and Teak, and he is a Goliath. He talks about something that, don't worry, you'll see it once or something. He hasn't really talked about it yet, but there's something there. We're not alluded to. He connected with Asri as back after she disconnected with him, so she's not sure if he's unaware that he has this ability or if he was just futzing with her. But other people were like, maybe you just left the connection on, and she's like, I know what this is about. Don't. Then we found out after having him join our team, we went to try to find another person that he had met, which was Spring, who was a Tabaxi druid. If I'm recalling correctly about the class, considering she asked about wild shape. And then we found out that this first area that she was trying to get into is a quote-unquote market area. And it's one of the kind of games within the Feywilds where basically cops and robbers. Your area is the cops, where you put down all the stuff that you can have stolen from you, and you can send out your robbers to go steal from the cops. And people can steal from you. If you catch them, they have to drop everything they've stolen, not just from your pile, but from any pile that they still have on them. And vice versa. If you get caught, you have to do the same. I believe it was you have to actually grab them close count? Question mark?
Close count if you grab.
If you grab them. Okay, fantastic. Like if I grab hold of them, like the back collar of their shirt and, they fall to the ground, I've got them. Or something, but we kind of left off, I think, after kind of agreeing all of ourselves what was going into the market for our pile, because we decided we wanted to do that. Yeah. And I think that's about it. Anyone else got anything?
No, go ahead.
Well, the only thing I was only half listening, but in case because I didn't hear it. Decorum's been cured of his sickness.
Oh yeah, the fucking biggest. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And a side effect of it is that he no longer has his divine power, because technically he is no longer bound by oath to the Order of the Crimson Scale. Poor Lady Licky is gone, but our boy is finally whole.
Our boy is finally whole.
Yeah, that is also.
Oh, she's got passed without a trace. Fuck yeah.
Yes!
And I also had the question, but that is for this session. Did you want to put that Great Axe in there, or did you just, because you were kind of doubting if you wanted to do that and get into the highest tier, or if you want to basically stay in the 1 to highest tier to scout that out as well.
I say let's stay mid-tier. I'm good with staying mid-tier. For one, it gives us a gauge on what's considered average in this.
Well, it's still above average. It's 3 to 4. So 4 is just the echelon.
And also, we still have access to that area, right? Or no?
Yeah, if you want to, you can just spend an entire week just doing this tour.
Huh.
Oh. Dang.
Very
technical. Really win you the games, though.
So basically, we can do this and decide, hey, well, we got some decent stuff from that. Let's toss some of it and go for the higher tier next time.
Yeah.
So,
I think we're all in agreement that starting out this tier is the best way to go, because our worst case scenario is decide let's just move up to the next tier.
So it's not just one day; it's the whole event long.
So you basically have, well, not an infinite amount of time, but you have a very long amount of time before you need to get through the preliminary. But up till then, you can just keep coming back here and ask for a spot in the market.
But if we choose to ask for a spot, do we have to stay there the whole day, or can we leave early?
It's kind of like an event, so the thing lasts for, I think, about an hour, and you have to stay for that hour. But the rest of the day is yours as well.
Gotcha.
You can't just leave halfway through. Okay, I got everyone's stuff. Now I'm gonna go. Bye, guys.
Bye.
That would be kind of cheap.
I just want to know what the time period was, like an entire day long or just an hour long or whatever.
It's about an hour.
Okay.
So, did you want to collect your stuff and go in immediately?
What time of day is it?
Well, we had to wait till tomorrow to start it, right?
Yeah.
Because they're still clearing it
Yeah.
out.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say then.
we already also had said like you'd spend some time like collecting information about it, see exactly what it is and everything.
Yeah.
And I like off screen, they could convince me to do it and give some of my barrels.
As we would, yeah, she just like, please. she just does that like, you can reap some of the rewards of if we get anything, and the worst case scenario is this gets us past the preliminaries.
What if
When in the Feywilds, do as the Feywilds.
Plus, after this is done, you can show them what a real market is, right? Explain to them in their heathenistic ways. She does a wink.
So I'm willing to give 3 barrels and 1 50-foot section of hempen rope.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, let me check real quick. Just empty barrels?
Yep.
Hempen rope. Barrels are kind of mean because they're very big.
Mm-hmm.
Little mean, but we have them, so.
Yeah.
I
also-
bought them with my backstory.
Okay, then you know how expensive they are because I can't find them. Barrel. 2 golds.
Yeah, they're not that expensive.
So 4
They're
gold
just
for that
big.
total, and then the rope is...
The idea being that we can put shit inside the barrel and make it harder to steal.
okay, that's better. That's like more usable as well, because in comparison that wasn't gonna do much as well.
No. I wasn't considering it for gold value, I was just considering it for
No, that's good.
utility.
And the rope is 50 or 10 golds.
Huh.
Hempen rope's 10 gold? Jesus.
I mean,
Hempen
it
rope's
doesn't
rope's
surprise.
expensive.
Have you ever tried to weave a thing of rope before? It takes a long fucking time, my guy.
Yeah.
I would charge that
Silken
much
rope is
for.
even worse.
I would
like-
charge that much for rope if I made it.
That's why people get so mad when fancy characters cut rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I won't lie.
motherfucker! You know how much I paid for this shit?
Seeing people cut rope in like old timey Western things like that, I was like, yeah, okay, just throw out a month's worth of salary like that.
Yeah.
You're not even gonna like.
The only time it's a
Go ahead.
The only time it's appropriate is when you're cutting a rope to let someone follow their death and they're like someone important that you really just need to see plummet.
And it's their rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if it's not their rope and you strung them up, like, I can actually agree with Cloud. Like, all right, I literally put a month's worth of salary into watching you die, and that's okay.
That's fair.
Because you no longer exist now.
But also,
Worth
if they're like
every
hanging
penny.
from the rope and you want to kill them, then you can also just stab their hand.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, I imagine strung up. I don't know, like,
Yeah,
I
no,
imagine
that's
bound them by
fine.
the wrist, right? And you throw them over the cliff's edge, and they've been dangling there for a while, and you're like, all right, it's time to go.
No,
and
death by exposure.
I mean, no,
Or
no.
you-
You torture them with exposure, and then death by gravity.
Oh.
Or you lassoed them. You lassoed them, you push them off a cliff, you're holding them up, and just like, I want some of this rope back. Snip.
I want some of this, you know? You just got to get some wax to seal the end of that rope, actually.
And then as you
Also-
see him fall, you realize, shit, that's the wrong end. Now I have to only like half a feet of rope left.
That
No, what would
point
be
is
even
just
better
funny.
is if you just start like pulling the rope up, and they're like, "Are they saving me?" And then you just snip it towards the end.
Oh, thank God, it's finally over!
I mean, technically true.
That is pretty good. That is pretty good, actually.
That's like
It was
2
like, the
seconds
shit's
of
too
enjoyment.
expensive to waste.
Yeah, here we go. Elven Glade, that's the one I'm going to put on for now. All right.
It's done. I used as well, I think.
Ha! They just produce so much musics. They do.
You know what you're gonna notice once I say it. All like 50% at least of their music has like water dripping in it.
It does.
Like almost all of it.
But it's different dripping sounds.
Yeah, that's fair.
And
if you ever need like music for dry location, you're not gonna find it.
The open plains. Hold on, there's one specifically I do for that, and that was the wood plains one. Admittedly, it is the one. Windswept plains. Windswept plains.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
That's like even Lost Mine has like the fucking Tarask one has dripping sounds. Like
even the sleeping dragon.
That's the blood.
It's just I'm not hating.
No,
I'm just
it's great.
I'm just reaffirming that Slump ain't bullshitting.
But it all has water in it.
It does.
I'm getting PSD because you said water and Lost Mine, and I'm thinking of Sonic Adventure 2.
What?
You know, I think
Aquatic Mine is one of the worst stages in that game. I actually like the treasure hunting stages, but Aquatic Mine is awful.
The water levels always were the worst in most games.
This is one of the ones that
Except
I think Game Grumps
Subnautica.
played, and it was Wait, say that again, Slump?
Except Subnautica.
Well,
Is
I
the
guess
game
rule
simply
is-
difficult because it's all underwater?
Yeah, it seems like the only time there's a good water level is when the majority of the game is water.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Wind Waker. That didn't have an awful water dungeon that I can currently think of.
But it has an awful pirate level. I haven't played it, but I did hear.
I was wondering if that counts, but it's not. You don't die because of water.
That's fair.
It's not like Ori and the Blind Forest with that goddamn tree. Oh my god, when it was filling with water.
Yeah, that was the worst.
Baffle, how many hours was I screaming in the room?
Too many. I was surprised you hadn't tired yourself out by then. You just kept getting refueled.
Ori just needed to fucking. Oh my god. Oh, my wrath knew no bounds that day. I smoked so many cigarettes.
Yeah, you raged for a while. Actually, now that I think back to it, like, I think the only thing that can compare is that time when you were struggling to change a tire on your old car.
That was a time. Don't try to do car stuff when you've had like 30 minutes of sleep, guys.
Was that the time that you dropped the jack?
No. This was before that. This was a time I remember to put on the fucking emergency brake.
Yeah. When changing a tire, it's really important to put on your emergency brake, guys. Otherwise, your car might drop on you.
It's okay. My butt cheek's thinking quickly. Never let that happen to me.
Oh my god.
And it's only been like twice in my life that it's actually happened.
Titus reference. Dang. I feel like I'm the only one who heard that comedian on
he
occasion.
loves Christopher Titus.
Oh, yeah. Me and Raptor, like, that's I think how me and Raptor started bonding, actually, is because he just started sending me Christopher Titus things.
All right.
Like, oh, you like Christopher? Let's go.
We're supposed to be stealing some shit, guys.
All right, all right. Enough bullshitting and having fun with your friends. Time to D&D.
We're stealing time away from D&D, and that's stuff worth having.
Dude, wait. Does anyone in the
That's
Feywilds
too
have a
meta,
native
Ralgo.
30 passive possession? Passive perception.
Perception?
Precipitation?
Precipitation. Do they have a passive 30 precipitation?
Are they a
There's a
water
couple of
genasi?
demons who do.
Okay, so about stealing stuff.
Well, we're not able
I
to do
passed
that.
out a trace. I'm just like, I'm just hiding under that cat's cloak. Just
How does pass without a trace work? You can't be detected without magical means?
So, okay.
it gives you a +10 to stealth, and you can't be tracked.
Let's
Yeah.
put that
It's
in.
Basically, if they
stealth,
lose
the
sight
class
of you.
spell, though.
Oh, that's to Gem, Bethel.
Huh? Oh,
Send it to Gem.
what? Why this?
Because
Why?
put
You
it
went a
on
little soliloquy there.
When I make NPCs, I always immediately put it on, so I probably did it immediately without thinking about it.
Hilarious. Let's try this again.
How dare you have a habit
Blame the
that's good?
DM.
Still.
Son of a Slumperd, help me.
Slumperd.
Good.
Except by magical means, a creature that receives bonus leaves no traces of the passage.
I have it set to normal. I don't know what it's doing, you guys.
You have it set to public?
You probably... Yeah, normal, that's the advantage thing.
Yeah.
Whisper Doggo.
Yeah.
That's set public.
Third time the charm.
Sheets look different.
Third time the charm. Yeah, NPC sheets.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hashtag DM life.
Yep.
Oh, I can put myself as spring too. I need to remember to do that. Alright, this will be fun. 3 character
Nice.
traits now.
Oh, that sucks though, because that means this is going to be very prevalent.
It is only level 2 spell.
Yeah.
However,
All right.
you can still see that.
Concentration.
Go ahead.
Concentration up to an hour is pretty good for an hour-long event.
Yep.
Yep.
You know, it does make me think that Spring would make probably one of the best runners, though I would be without stealth while she's running. Well, the stealth bonus.
So I was thinking, you know, I could use her to do the running, and then, like I said with me, I interference.
The important thing is, what can we convince Ralgo to do, if anything?
Probably sit on top of the barrel.
Yeah, and charm people that come
and mock
nearby,
people.
and suggest that they help us watch.
Okay, so you're on one barrel, because we have 3 barrels. So you're on one, Chonkers is on another, I'm on one. Oh, sorry, Asri's on one. What would we have Teak do?
Sit on a
Good
barrel.
question.
She'll sit on the barrel and pet Chonkers.
Chonkers is a, what you call it, an observer. He's not a contender.
He's my familiar.
Does that count? Then why doesn't he count as one of our teammates?
Because he's not a full entity of his own in that
Does
god.
Does
He's a familiar.
Elvira count as a participant?
No, that's
Does
fair. I
Vivi?
just thought because he was a part of the Court of Thistles that maybe he would count.
I mean,
Oh, you're right. That's gonna have some impact here in the Feywilds, ain't it?
shush.
Jonkers is a bit of a weird thing in that there's a couple of like ideas about how familiars work mixed together, as it were. And this is where those ideas suddenly don't match.
Fair.
He's our mascot.
I'm willing to say that if you want to say that Chonkers can't compete in like these events and actively stop anything, I can understand that because of the whole him being part of the Court of Thistles and all that.
Well, there is going to be an interesting part because you do need to like pick a court to. Well, you don't need to pick a court. I'll actually pick it up. Like one of the rewards you can get is boons from certain courts. So with Chonkers, if you have him participate and you don't pick the Court of Thistles in there, then there might be some offended Fey Lords.
I gave you my cat and you didn't rep my house.
But it probably would have been come up with what's her name with Spring. That she also has like direct affiliations with the Court of Sunflowers. Though technically that doesn't have to affect you guys. It's just that she will feel obligated to represent them as well.
Yeah.
Now here's the question: should if Chonkers is hanging out and keeping the sea invisibility going on there, should Elvira be doing some possible? The fact that she could technically kind of sort of see invisible things, right?
She has echolocation.
Yeah, she's got blind sight, I think, technically.
Yes, she has blind sight.
Oh shit!
Also,
Yeah.
you have the middle spot.
We have the middle spot. Cool. All right.
And like it just here. So if you kind of have a bit of a vision. Actually, no. Let's when you enter the area, You kind of walk through this like misty sort of barrier. It doesn't really. It looks just like a very localized mist as where that you kind of walk through. You can also just see through further. But once you pass it, it's kind of like looking in this like infinite mirror. In that the field here works like a Pac-Man field. If you go up to the up here, then you end up down here, and same with left and right.
Ah. Scooby-Doo.
Huh.
So
We're
all
in
of
the
the
center, but
spaces
we're
go
not
each
really
side.
in the center in a way.
No. You're all in the
That's
center.
very Fey. It's like a game of El Noah. We're all at the bottom from our own perspective.
Let's say as you enter, there are at the moment, not everyone is there yet, but there is a group of goblins setting up. And there is a singular elf who is on his own, setting up as well.
We found the danger zone. That elf.
Probably gonna use like something to duplicate.
Possible.
The goblins go over there. Just a bunch of frogs hop back out. Just like, yeah, that's about right.
Question to make sure. I want to verify. We're not allowed to kill anyone, right?
Nope.
No
Making
deadly
sure.
force.
Violence is not okay.
You're not even allowed to intentionally hurt the others.
Ah,
It's
good to
like
know.
grabbing and like it's almost like tag, as it were.
Swipe or no swiping.
Does tripping count as that? Like if you like sweep their feet or kick their legs out from underneath them?
Yeah, I'd say that doesn't count as like that's allowed as well.
Yeah, so it's you're allowed to try and stop them, just don't go overboard, and if you intentionally go overboard, we'll know.
It's kind of like rugby in that you're allowed to tackle someone, as it were. You're just not allowed to try and tackle their head against something, as it were.
You should have seen the look on my face when you said it's like rugby. Thank you for that.
So no blackjack knocking people out. Okay.
No.
No.
Put that damn thing away.
So, are most creatures considered hostile towards us because they're trying to steal from us? Or not, because they're not trying to seek violence?
I'd say since it's competition, it does count for the advantage on charm things.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, I'll put all of you actually in. That's easier if I do it.
Now, one thing to consider: do we want anyone with? Do we want?
How do I delete
We're
this?
thinking for things for Teak to do. She's got detect magic. She could scout out some of the best things to grab. Plus, she has a decent roll in Arcane.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm looking through a couple things that she has, and I'm just thinking to myself,
So, how do you further wish to set up?
I'll have 3 barrels.
And rope.
What is the rope for, by the way?
In case we wanted to tie the barrel lids closed or whatever.
Yeah, we could try to tie a barrel lids closed. We could try to just weave them on top. Hell, we could just have the rope to tie up to tie the barrels like to each other, the 3 barrels themselves, like so that way if one moves, we feel the shake.
We could tie up anybody that comes into our territory.
I don't think that'll be necessary.
Yeah,
Why?
because it's already been established that once we catch them, they drop all their stuff.
Yeah, but once they're caught, then they can't go catch more.
I don't know if
technically
restraining is.
grab
Yeah,
them.
that's something I think that is a good rule to clarify with our DM. Is restraining them like that, is that considered going overboard?
I'd say yes, mostly because you're gonna have to exert some force to actually be able to restrain them as well.
I had a feeling, but it's a good point to think, like, hey, maybe.
I'd say like a hold person spell, as it were, would be okay-ish.
Well, that's because it doesn't last too long.
Yeah, but if you like physically restrain someone, then it's
Now the
a level
question
above as well.
is one of Spring's spells entangle?
No, it is not.
Aw, bummer.
Well, sorry. It sounds like we're about ready. Teak is going to... Hold on. Where is it? Do detect magic. As it's in the, I believe, ritual. Because they can do ritual casting, right? This,
Yeah.
They should be able to.
yeah.
Established that last time.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. But
I'd
she will
say
do that.
There's about like 30 feet between all the spots as it were.
Gotcha.
The sizes don't exactly match up as it were in hexes, but that's fine for now.
Oh no, I see what you mean.
Considering we're not allowed to do combat here anyway, just to have them, I am going to request both of my swords from Porcelain, mostly because they can cast haste and slow.
Okay. Let's see. What position do I want to take? Probably somewhere around like here. And Elvira, where should we put her? Well, she's supposed to be within 100 feet of me, which is, I think, within this whole thing.
The thing is also, if like Elvira is the furthest away on the map from you here, then the other, like, because of how the Pac-Man thing works, she's still like close by to you. Because like this square over here
space
would still
folds
be
here.
Like
right
that.
Here. Yeah. All right. I'll have her on the other side of me then.
This place is one big King Kai planet. It's just like, oh, it's not really that far.
It's really
You
not.
can also kind of like, probably most of you could like throw a stone and hit yourself in the back.
One of those places where you can see the back of your own head if you could see through the mist.
Are we being observed currently?
I imagine yes.
I mean, I feel like that's going to happen a lot.
Well, yeah, but you like to know when.
Make perception checks.
All right, cool.
And also,
Sure.
as you guys are setting up a group of, it look to be bandits, at least.
That's stereotyping.
Yeah, not stereotyping, but they look to be bandits.
That was supposed to be Porcelain, by the way.
It is D&D.
And then I'll roll for spring now.
And what at first looked like a very tiny moving forest, but ends up being a group of log creatures appear. Not full on treants.
Baroom. Join the moot. Two eyes and God.
Rolls a perception check now. Then I'll like give a bit of an overview on what the other groups are doing.
Wasting the good rolls now.
You're not wrong.
I mean, on the bright side, that pass without a trace is also, I mean, it won't be the whole map, but it'll be good.
This one's Teak, sorry. Hey.
Okay. So, bring. Hey, why is? Oh, I already know why. Sorry, I'm gonna. There. Spring is too busy with setting up to really pay attention to the other groups. It's kind of trusting that you guys have it and focusing more on setting up as well. The rest of you, yeah, lowest is 17. So the rest of you notice that the goblins, the group of goblins, seems really focused on the what are they called again? Because I want to say treants now, but they aren't. They are woats.
Woats.
They seem really focused on the woats. So over here. Which turns out that they kind of like start with their backs towards you. And they and also actually what all of you would notice, and I think even with natural one, even Spring notices this, they just drag an entire boat in there into their camp as one of the items.
Huh.
The
woats or
woats did?
goblins?
No, the goblins did.
Okay.
We can try and steal this, bitches.
I mean, boats are pretty valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get it too. You can just throw shit into your boat.
The elf, I'd say, Fluke and Asher, you notice that he looks fairly bored. He does like spend some time setting up and things. That he seems to be doing this less for the competition and more just to pass the time, as it were.
What's he got?
Himself.
With a natural 20 for Asher, I'll say you don't see him put down much. But one of the things you do notice is that at one point he fashions a set of armor that as soon as he kind of like picks it up to admire it for a moment, that's when you spot it, and then the armor kind of disappears as it turns invisible and he places it somewhere.
Oh.
Hey, Chonk.
She's gonna say in her in Fluke's head, I think you might want to avoid the elf. He's just kind of turning all of his stuff invisible, and I feel like if he can just keep casting that, he's got spell slots to spare and hold monsters a bitch.
Oh, maybe he should drink one of the potions.
Oh yeah, just see invisibility, jack all his shit.
There you go.
Didn't we put those in? Yeah, those are in our pile.
Yeah.
Ah.
Can't use them now.
Yeah, like
That would be the ultimate dick move. Oh, you want to steal
like-
this? Fuck you. I'm gonna drink it.
Well, hold on. Where's our where is the thing that has all of our...
I will copy and resend it real quick. Give me 1 second.
I forgot again the votes. You notice they have quite a couple of different stuff. I'd say. Yeah, again, everyone except for Spring notice. They have also some potions. And you see, like, they have kind of two different piles, as it were. And among one pile, that's also where the potions are. They are very careful with them, and they like take care of it, as it were. And the others, you notice one of the items in there is a rapier, and they kind of like approach the items as if it's like some toxin that might infest them if they hold it for too long.
Ooh.
That's a trap.
Yeah, now don't get cursed now.
They are tree people.
So I have a quick question, Goodser Slump. Is the elf's pile more than 60 feet away from us?
No, it's about 30.
Okay, cool. So since Chonkers can see for 60 feet, I was curious, when you're given the chance, what all does he see besides that armor? So she can tell Fluke.
Okay. Make a perception check for Chonkers. Well, I'll first go to the group of bandits.
Thank you.
Ooh, bandits.
They are looking around, and they seem to be feeling pretty good about themselves. They hide. I'd say you can tell there's 3 items. Well, actually, one of them you would definitely notice in that they have 2 items that they hide, and I'd say that only Fluke and Ezra notice those 2. But all of you notice that at one point they just take a quiver of arrows, and these very fancy, clearly magical arrows, and they just spread them out, as it were, from like, go grab.
Okay, so that's the nice but decoy item.
Like, it's not a bad item. It's gonna take a while to grab all the arrows, as it were, and you need a couple of them to make it worth the while.
Yeah.
With 22, Chunkers notices that there's this heavy set of plate armor, invisible, kind of in the middle. Around it there are various hidden items, and most of it are like a stuffed teddy bear, a wooden mug, as it were. It's all like
It's his baubles to hide stuff amongst.
yeah, but bubbles. That's the word I was looking for. And it's very clear that the armor is the one thing that all the value comes from, as it were.
Okay.
Can we
Also-
say that all the items were loaded in the barrel before we brought them over here?
Sure.
Okay, so that way they don't see what we actually have inside the barrels. Because I'm assuming if we can do perception checks on us, they can do perception checks. Or
Yes. I just
Also,
relay that.
like one of you to roll a 1d100, because I came up with something that's potentially funny. And I want it now.
Oh no.
Nice.
85.
Okay.
Nice.
Here. Yeah, please.
Something
20,
something wild
normal.
magic.
Roll 20. We talked about this.
Seriously.
Okay. You notice that the goblins have had a similar ID as you had, in that all of the items are probably in the boat. I have to quickly Google something, actually. Yeah, okay, that's definitely big enough to hide some stuff in. It's a keel boat.
Heal? Oh.
Just imagine someone just like kind of throwing down fog cloud and just the warrior going in and just taking the whole boat.
You know?
It's like-
Yeah, but how do you not notice someone taking that?
You still have to grab it.
Reduce.
You have to catch him, yeah.
Just cast reduce.
What's that? Dimension door?
oh wow.
It would also be something to like tackle someone who's carrying a boat, and then the boat falls on them and they're hurt. And then you are disqualified.
Oh my
That
god.
would be
that'd great.
awesome. Referee.
Why did you make me break this leg under the boat? That's the Fey equivalent of the guy getting hurt during a robbery and suing the homeowner.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, lots of places.
Let's be real. We're all talking about that guy that cut his arm on the glass breaking into somebody's house, all right? That's the famous one.
I'm thinking of the one where someone broke into someone's house, saw a computer filled with child pornography, and then reported the person for.
That's the thing that
pedophilia.
happened too.
So that guy was really just either neutral good or chaotic good.
Hey, dude was just trying to make some fast money.
Yeah.
Saw something, he was like, this is fucked up. Somebody
Listen,
should
I'm
know.
a criminal, but
Yeah.
that's villainous.
Listen, I'm just in it for the money. That is something very different.
Look, I'm Catwoman, and they're like worse than the
Joker.
fucking Joker.
You know, there's something to be said that Joker, the worst he would do to a child is beat them to death with a crowbar.
Oh my god.
And that's a child he's particularly pissed at.
That is a child that has broken his bones several times.
Well, you've broken my ribs dozens of times. Time for a little payback, bird boy.
Well, I will say that I'm pretty sure at one point the Joker like made himself a suit of armor made of babies. So it's just like, hey, hit this.
That was-
It wasn't the Joker, it was someone else.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also,
That was
real
very much
fucking
so in the spirit of
low
the Joker, though.
move. Like, oh, this guy hides behind babies. What a badass.
You know what I have to say to you?
Where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce?
Oh, that was so good.
Alrighty. Chonkers and I have informed Fluke that there's literally just a plate armor over there and that it's been invisible. Yeah.
That also reminds me that Fluke and Ezra were both keen-eyed to see some of the things the bandits were hiding. What were they hiding?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you had both good things. So, one thing they do notice, and I'd say, Fluke, you look at this kind of and think, why are they going through so much trouble to hide an ordinary cauldron? With the 29 on perception, Ezra, you notice that within the cauldron, like in the how do you say it? Like deep into the cauldron, there are some arcane glyphs engraved in it. You can't obviously tell from here like what they're gonna do, but it's definitely a magic cauldron.
I inform Fluke about the magic cauldron and say, I think that's priority.
And another thing,
how big of a cauldron is it?
Probably the same size as Fluke, if not bigger.
Yeah, how big is Fluke?
3 feet.
About
tall?
3 foot something.
You'd probably fit in the cauldron.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cauldrons are the things they used to cook children in, remember? Don't you haven't heard all those fairy tales?
So if you hide inside the cauldron, flip it upside down, and then move via the cauldron, they can't catch you.
You turtle!
I was thinking about
Metal
like you
Gear
run on the
Solid
inside
this.
of it and roll it towards the.
Oh my god, yes.
Well, then you should send someone else than Fluke because his ears are gonna poke out. And the other thing you notice the group of bandits hiding is what looks to be an eye patch. Also seems to be some form of magic.
Looks like I want that eye patch. Don't know what it does, but I want it.
It's gonna make me look badass. That's what it does.
Right.
I mean, he is a swashbuckler. It's needed. It's. I'm supposed to.
I didn't know I need this until now.
While Teak was ritual casting, whatchamacallit, the detect magic, Asri would like to try to do around our circle if it's long enough for alarm.
Can you post alarm? Because I'm not sure how big an area you can. 20 feet cube. I'd say that you can fit most of it in.
If I have
I'd
to,
say
I'll just fit the barrels.
if you like coordinate a little bit and like plan out a little bit, you can do it in such a way that all the items that you actually care about are within the alarm, but all your like fake items as were are out of it.
That works for me.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And I'm not sure how long we actually have before this starts. I assume it's starting soon after we take. Yeah. How does Teak's thingies work? Because I know she wanted to make the bags of platinum scream.
Yeah, I don't quickly look on what Klaus sent.
Like, I think it's in here somewhere.
As an action, I think it says.
Yeah, whenever tapped by a creature, the object emits a recorded. Yeah.
Okay, so the bags with platinum in it are they yeah?
Yep, and they're going to, since it has to be a recorded yeah. Ooh,
You could do up to 5. I guess you could do like also make certain barrels make a smell when another. Well, you're sitting on them though, so that might not work.
So
but platinum we're not touching, so.
I think what will happen is we'll have them have. Actually, I know exactly which sound effect they're gonna play. I don't know if you guys are hearing that. I hope it is.
No, I'm not.
Damn it! It's not going out of the right thing. So
one. Turn on the sound of the stream and then
no.
Okay.
That button. Then. That probably still didn't work. Where is it? There we are. There we are. Why is that not brought? Okay, I give up. I was gonna do the red thing, but
I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
Well, of course you did.
She's just like.
I'd be disappointed if you didn't.
I'm sure everyone in stream enjoyed it.
I sure as heck hope they did.
So, if you're all ready.
I think so.
We're not gonna make this full initiative, but we're gonna go by group, as it were. So if one of you wants to roll an initiative.
Who has the best on that? I think it's Fluke.
Yeah, definitely. Easily.
I don't know if the aberrant mind thing gives him anything. I don't know, man.
No, nothing.
I'd be surprised because not only does Fluke have max dex, but he's got a +3 bonus, so it's yeah.
That's what I mean. I didn't know if he got any bonuses from spells or anything. Or
I will say as soon as we start, Spring is going to cast Pass Without a Trace on her and Fluke.
Okay.
Well,
just
it's
her
on
and Fluke,
and I just have to stay within 30 feet of her to get the benefit.
Yeah, you have to stay within the...
Technically, it works on, like, you can designate everyone. Though
Yeah,
I will say,
I guess so,
designate
yeah.
the familiars as well.
Well, I think
Sneaky
given the
familiars.
size of things and how also space is folded here, that, like, basically anywhere she stands,
Wow.
you're covered.
Well, it's 30 feet, not 100, but yeah, it's got a lot of range, at the least.
Oh, wow, I see.
Oh, well, maybe.
It's rolled really well.
Well, remember, the hexes
Well,
aren't
for
exactly
being
a certain
better.
amount of feet in this world, or where we are right now, because Slump openly admitted, like, hey, the hexes just didn't equate out.
Space is weird.
But he did note that that the 100 feet see-through familiar thing will
Do
function
everywhere,
as
so-
necessary. So, it's at least got some range. Good bit.
Yep.
And it's all within rock throwing distance. You can hit yourself in the back of the head with your own rock.
That's true. I don't know. I wanted to make sure when I thought measuring that we didn't get a plan going that wasn't gonna work.
Okay.
I just imagined Spring, like, you're just, I don't know, just like walking around the edge of our circle to make sure I'm within range. Just constantly.
Oh yeah, I remember how to. Goblins are gonna go first. And yeah,
nice.
they are completely focused on the boats. And you see the three down. Oh, I need to be on the right layer. The three down here are immediately just like running and screaming, run up to over here. That's about as far as they're gonna be able to get. As the other two stay in, and I'd like everyone who remained in the thing to roll a perception check.
Everyone who remained in our area to roll perception. Got it.
I haven't left yet, so sure.
I should probably also.
Let's go. Go. Gadget. Chonkers.
There's some low rolls for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go gadget load chonkers. Go gadget
Yeah.
load
That's a lot
chonkers.
better.
He sees all. He just rarely cares.
The ultimate cat.
It is actually quite fitting that the Trunks is the one who sees this, because you're kind of all staring, getting ready to do your thing, and very quickly you hear the screaming of one of the pouches, and Chunkers warns you, and you just kind of, because of Chunker's warning, are in time to see a goblin hand just appearing in the field and grabbing one of the pouches and joining it back, as this goblin over here very excitedly is looking inside the pouches and then kind of looks disappointed as it's just money.
Oh snap! So he just teleported his hand in. Okay.
And the other one is gonna do something similar, just not to you.
Oofda.
Was someone going after the bandits?
I don't know what like.
Fluke
Yeah.
Well, at least my current plan, we didn't get much time to discuss what we should do our first round, but I was hoping someone with magical sight might investigate the goblins, just to kind of scope out their boat and not actually try and take anything. But Fluke wanted to try and snag that eye patch to start and just see how things go from there.
That would be Teak then.
Okay, but in that case, Fluke, make a perception check.
Okay.
It's still a little bit perception for the win.
Wait, was I supposed to roll or...
Nat 20, there you go.
No, you're not within the area. It's like a very quick, very small thing. And having heard that warning from Chonkers, and now you like pay attention to your query, and you see like where you figure the eye patch was, another small goblin hand appear and quickly yank it. And grab the eye patch. As you see him kind of like in his thing, kind of like flow above his head and then putting it into his ship.
Can I use Mage Hand to try and snag it?
I'd say that's a bit too far from here still.
Oh, dang.
As it is the elves go. I'd say Lord Chonkers is able to warn you that the elf that you're seeing, like at one point he just warns you that the elf that you're seeing right now is probably an illusion, as the elf kind of like just starts sitting down and kind of like spectates, looking very bored, as an invisible elf is running around and is first running towards the roads as well, because he's curious what these goblins are so excited about.
Awesome.
And
Ooh.
We're about to lose everything, though, I think.
no, that's the wrong. No, please let me. Okay, since Chonkers can see him, I'm gonna put him here, but most of you don't know he's there.
Someone with strength should go steal that armor.
And Chonkers also... No, not Chonkers. Teak also cast Detect Magic, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, what was her perception? 19. Okay, then she would definitely be able to notice that. Especially once with Chonkers' help, you can point out kind of where the armor is.
Yeah.
That there is some form of glyph surrounding it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
As it is you guys.
Asri will at least tell Porcelain, well, the elf isn't actually in there, but... sorry. The elf isn't actually in there, but he left some sort of probably exploding glyph behind if you want to try to get the magical armor that's in there. Don't blame me if you don't. Exploding sucks.
Alrighty. I wasn't aware that I was the stealer, so...
You're not. It's just you're the only person with strength, and it's just one of those, hey, he's not in there.
Yeah, but I also don't have Dispel Magic. Neither does the Druid. Doesn't have any Dispel Magic either.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's...
We're mostly just saying Fluke's not going to be able to pick up that armor.
And I can't have Elvira go over there and trigger it either, because I need her for sight.
Wait, there's no way it's an exploding thing because they can't purposely harm. I'm just dumb.
I was wondering if you're gonna figure that out.
But you certainly put it in my head.
I did.
Put it in my head too.
It's the first glyph that comes to mind. I won't lie to you guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Alright, so Spring is going to cast Passes Out of Trace and try and stealth over to the goblins. Wait, she doesn't have any magical sight. Never mind. Teak would be the only person to be able to see that. Okay, I guess will Teak go with her over there?
I mean, Fluke's definitely heading to the goblins. He is eyeing them.
Alright.
I would have that match.
And our money.
I want to make sure then if the two of them are going that way, our small Iathir, Vorian, you're going to be staying here on the third barrel.
Yeah, I'm standing on a barrel, and I'm just gonna hold an action to cast suggestion on anybody that I see within our area.
Gotcha.
And
I'm gonna... Go ahead.
I was just saying I'm gonna cast suggestion on anyone that gets in our area.
Okay. I was gonna say that it's basically one movement action to move between the different spots as well.
Okay.
So you can just place your tokens at the spot you want them to go to as well.
Okay, one movement action. That's good.
Exact feats as well.
Then I guess over here, because we want to get close. Also, can Elvira do a check with blind sight to see if anybody's around near her?
Where's Elvira?
Don't have a token. Can I put down a token?
Should be able to, I think.
Well, if roll 20 can think a bit faster.
Here.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. There she is.
Okay.
All right.
The bye-bye.
And she has 60-ish feet.
Blind sight. Let's see. Yes, blind sight is 60 feet. She gets advantage when using echolocation.
Okay.
18.
She does notice that someone is walking over here, the same way that Chonkers pointed out. She does not notice anyone over here where the elf is.
Okay.
And that's it for invisible creatures for now.
And so, thus far, the only person who's taken from us has been the goblin.
Yeah.
And
But
that
I'm
was
not sure if you know that.
instant fucking instantaneous. That goblin's gonna rob us blind. Alright, so then I'm just gonna keep Porcelain in position then, same with Elvira. And what can we make out with Spring and everybody?
Okay. Let's first do Spring and Teak.
Okay.
So what exactly is your plan here? Because it would basically take like all your movement to get here.
I guess helping assist Teak with advantage on perception check to see what they got worth stealing.
Okay.
Okay.
Then Teak make perception check with advantage. And also the both of them make a performance check. Just to see if they can distract enough so Fluke can sneak in as well.
Hey.
Oh, all right. Performance is charisma. Oh, her charisma's not bad.
Yeah.
Could have been better. She just looks nervous.
Yeah, Spring's a bit nervous, and for her also, everything's going very fast all of a sudden, so she isn't really into character yet, so to speak. But Teak makes a very big moment of like looking everywhere and like pretending to kind of like circle the thing and trying to see an opening as well. And they do seem both to be grabbing their attention now. And with 21 perception within the ship, she notices the eye patch now, which is I'd say gives off divination magic. Ooh. And there is two bags who also I guess it would be evocation magic, or I don't know. They remind her of the bag of holding that Galrok was carrying.
Can she try to use a mage hand to get the eye the eye patch of divination? Since she's closer.
Mage hand. I'd say make a sleight of hand check, but with intelligence.
Sleight of hand, but with intelligence.
Because I don't think she's proficient, so an intelligence check would it be?
Gotcha. Intelligence check. What is that?
Bap.
Ooh. Fuck yes.
Fuck yeah.
How many nat 20s have I gotten today? How many nat 20s have you rolled? Like I just rolled. I saw another one from Fluke. Yeah, we've had like 5 nat 20s today already. Let's go.
And so Fluke, as you are getting ready to go for that eye patch, an invisible hand just snatches back and slowly, but starts pulling it away until it suddenly like leaps back to Teak as she catches it.
In hindsight, you really should have gone for one of the pouches, because I don't know their magic.
You're not wrong. But Teague would have been more curious, less about a bag of holding and more about a divination eye patch. I think that's all she can do though now.
Unless you're... yeah, actually, Fluke, what do you do? As you see this happen, and you do notice that both goblins are distracted.
Grab the stuff. Grab their stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he did...
You technically don't even know yet about that there are bags there.
Yeah, he'd probably be stealthing and seeing if he could find their bags and
Make
that
a
sort of
stealth check
thing.
with advantage.
Okay.
Because of distraction, and an investigation check. But we'll get to that because you might get seen.
This is going to be hilarious because you get to whatever this is stealth check with advantage, you also add 10. So
Noise.
let's
No high hopes
let's
for
see
them.
how this goes.
So,
What?
40?
40.
That's about what I expected.
Yeah, they 100% do not realize you're anywhere near them.
Just like, I've been
As
around
they
a
are
boat
completely
before.
distracted by the... They also rolled a 4 on their die, so...
Yes!
They're completely distracted by Teak, and you see one of them kind of getting ready to try and snatch the eye patch back. Make an investigation check.
Okay. Probably will not go as well, but I'm glad I'm at least proficient, if not expertised. It's something. Wish I had reliable talent already. That'd be so handy right now.
Oof.
Yeah, that's oof.
With a 6, you manage to kind of like keep hidden from the goblins, but you're now kind of like in the ship, and they don't know you are. And you kind of like go through a couple of barrels and crates that they have stowed in the ship. And they're all like, there's apples in them, and there's various foods and like stuff like that in it. So you haven't found anything worth stealing yet, I swear, now that the eye patch is gone.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm not leaving yet. I guess you could technically count my stealth as a bonus action hide.
Yeah, but I imagine that at least for up till next turn, at least you'll be in this boat looking for something good, as it were.
Probably, yeah. Especially they don't say anything about me.
Is it too late to change my mind and move somewhere?
No.
Okay, cool. I actually think I want to move here. And is Teak already spent too much of an action to throw what she has to me?
She's
I'd
already
say yes.
spent her
Okay.
action on that spell for Mage Hand at the very least.
All right.
I did have a question if those checks earlier counted as bonus actions, or if she could bonus action Misty Step back to where we were.
I'm gonna say that would have been bonus action at this point because it's a little much for a single. Also,
No, that makes complete sense.
Now that I think about it, we're probably not gonna do this as like 6-second turns, as it were, because then this would be like 400 rounds of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see how exactly long we make it. Anything more you want to do?
No.
Okay. Then it is the boat's turns, who are a little bit suspicious by the goblins that suddenly have appeared. So
Understandably.
them are gonna move over there, and the other two are, for most of you, gonna disappear. But since you have two people who can detect invisible creatures, I'm gonna leave them on the thing. As one of them kind of like strolls up and starts like inspecting. They haven't like fully looked at all your stuff yet, so he's kind of at this point inspecting what you have, and the other one is going to the bandits and doing the same. As it is the bandits go, who at this point, seeing the like the things happening, people disappearing, everyone kind of with a plan, they seem to feel a little bit out of their league, as it were. They don't know he's there, so he's gonna make a dexterity saving throw for the woe to see if the bandit falls over. Okay, so this bandit is gonna move over there. No, yeah, over there, so it's in line as well. This one is actually gonna move over to Teak and attempt to grab it out of her hands. Make a sleight of hand check for Teak.
Oh no!
Give me my eye patch back.
I don't believe he saw that. No! Sleight of hand, sleight of hand. Where is Teak's sleight of hand?
The goblins were very much celebrating with it, so they were pulling some attention.
How dare they? Where is sleight of hand? Why is that thing that's... There we go. It's gonna be bad. Not the worst. But I imagine...
16. He
Can she flash
Oh,
never mind.
No. If you want to, you can.
I do. I think she's gonna push a flash of genius on this, just because this is not. I don't know if a 16 is gonna be able. I don't want to tie, basically. So 21.
So, you know what I'll say is, as he comes for her, he isn't being like stealthy or anything about it. So he's fairly loud, and as he grabs at her, Teak first thinks like, oh, I'm just gonna pull away as it were, but then she notices like, oh, he's a bit faster than I thought, and instead she just chucks the eye patch to Porcelain, and her arm gets grabbed, but at this point she doesn't have any stuff.
Yes!
Technically, Teak has been caught. Porcelain, make a sleight of hand check as well to catch it.
All right, sweet.
Catch that thing. Catch that thing.
Nice. That's
Yes.
spring.
Okay.
I rolled it as porcelain, I swear.
It's a +5, so.
Yeah, switching between them can be hard to remember sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the 17, you catch it out of the air, and now you have it. And I'm actually gonna make a perception check for the goblins to see if they know where it is at this point. Okay, I need to find a new dice for this goblin, but because this is the 4th time they rolled a 4 on the dice.
No, that sounds like you have the perfect dice for them. Sounds like that's the new goblin dice.
Does the pirate or the gnome have it? I don't know.
Maybe the tabaxi?
The leader of the bandits is not gonna turn invisible, but is gonna be stealthy. He can roll good. So for most of you, he seems to be disappearing as he is going for the wizard stuff or the elf stuff. Same thing. We're back at the goblins. Okay. Focus on the eye patch. They don't know where it is. One of them is just gonna jump and try and grab at Spring, thinking like, I'm just gonna catch all of you, and then one of you has to give it back. So I'm gonna just make this an attack roll. Does a 15 hit Spring?
Meets. So yes.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say like he manages, like Spring manages to move in such a way that if he was out to hurt her, it wouldn't have hurt her at all. But because at this point the objective is not to hurt but to grab, she is grabbed, and both Teak and Spring are now caught, as it were. And he is gonna prepare to go at the bandit as well. As this one decides, okay, you got this, I'm gonna go and grab something from that elf over there.
Once they're caught, do they get released on the next turn?
Yeah, but basically, you have to spend your movement to get back to your own pile, as it were.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And you see him similarly, like from anyone close now can kind of see that he makes his movement with his fingers, and a small portal opens, and he just grabs through it and snatches whatever is in front of the other side of the portal. And
nice.
as he does so, he grabs his big fluffy teddy and he just like yells something in Goblin and throws it down near you, Floop.
He does when it hits the ground.
Yeah. Then it's the elf's turn, who is just gonna have a wonderful time looking through the road stuff since they haven't noticed him yet. And I'd say you see a couple of potions. I'd say Ezra would be able to see this, and Chonkus would be able to see him just casually picking up some potions. And
yoink,
for the
yoink.
rest of you, it's like the potions just suddenly floop floop disappear, but the woes are very distracted by a group of goblins.
I need to
Are
get
those...
that rapier from them.
Were you gonna ask, Flop?
I was gonna ask if the Woats were within mind distance, so I could try to connect to one and be like, "Turn around, Magic Man, stealing your potions."
What's your range on that?
30 feet. So I think not.
30 feet, I'm gonna say no, because they're
Yeah.
like on the opposite side of the thing for you.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one right here.
Actually, yeah, she knows about the one right
Oh.
here. So yeah, she'll tell this one. Turn around, look around. Some Magic Man stealing your potions.
Do you need to see the person to do it? Because you technically don't see him yourself.
I do if I close my eyes and look through Chonker's eyes.
That's fair. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm sorry, I know that's a little cheeky, but like...
Yeah, no, that's fair.
This is a time for cheek, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
I put a boat in here, so...
You know, persuasion.
I put
Oh, it's a
boat
plus
in
1.
here.
15, okay.
15.
Okay.
Not bad.
Let's see, I think this was their dice. He is scared. Actually, make a perception check.
Okay.
Or an insight check it would be. Insight check.
That's also a plus 9, I'll take. Not that great, but I'll take it.
You first see like the one that Chonkus was looking at. Is he scared? But then as you look past, kind of like get scared from the sudden message in their head. You see the other 3 that are with the goblins also like turn around and like look at their stuff.
Oh!
Hive mind.
Okay.
Hive mind.
Well, we learned something.
Yep, she disconnects from him and she'll immediately tell our Vorian, like, so the tree people are hive-mindy.
Is it you guys' turn?
All right. Porcelain is going to actually run through our spot to get over here. And as I run past, I'd like to sleight of hand toss Azri the eye patch.
I'm gonna say make a stealth check because it's less about being quick and more about not being seen as well.
Ooh.
Well,
You're
good luck.
Question is,
Everybody knows
which
you got it.
Trying. I'm gonna make it opposite. You're trying and you make it a little bit too stealthy, and Asher doesn't notice what's happening and suddenly get an eye patch thrown in her face. But everyone has.
Man,
noticed
if only
the eye patch.
Spring was closer.
You know?
She's caught though.
Yeah, so...
So Teak and Spring use their movement to poof, go back.
Yeah.
It's them's the rules.
Yep. Azri will pick up the eye patch, look at it, and be like, And she looks up to Chonkers and says, well, in the spirit of decorum, and she will put it on Chonkers. Like a necklace, not over his face.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's a necklace. It is an item that requires attunement, so it doesn't do anything yet.
Fantastic. Good.
Okay, I guess it's more Fluke looking for shit, huh?
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, Teak and Spring still have can do something else. They can use their action to move as well. So if they want to, they can still do things. Just a little bit less than normal.
I think let's
Let's do Fluke first.
yeah.
Okay.
Those are the words I was looking for.
If you want to keep
Come
looking
on,
over here,
decent
yeah.
roll.
There you go.
Yeah!
You find kind of like hidden away, and I'd say with your background, it is for you noticeable how well it was hidden, as it were. Over you don't immediately realize that it's magic, but you find the same 2 bags that Teak saw earlier.
Okay, yoink. Yeah, I'll grab those.
As you, let's say for you, as you grab the second one, make a dexterity check, or dexterity saving throw, I should say.
Okay. I at least have evasion. Though this shouldn't hurt either way, but still.
If it does, someone gets disqualified.
19. Low for me, but still good for most people.
As you go for it, the bag's mouth, so the bag kind of like opens its mouth and takes a bite at you. As it's a bag of devouring.
Ooh.
Ah.
Wish we had that in some video games.
It's still worth money.
Can we feed it to Mr. Box?
Huh?
Okay. Let's see. He's pondering, just like, do I want to leave this for someone else to come across, or do I want to try and mage hand it away? Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think Fluke will try and, I suppose, will try and stealth back.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Okay.
Stealth check.
Not with this, or just normal this time.
But still, that dank. You are within 30 feet, or no?
No, not anymore.
Still a 26.
Still a 26.
It's still higher than they can ever roll. So.
Not.
As you get up, the goblin that's like chasing now after the other bandit isn't paying attention to you anymore, but the other one, you get a feeling that he's done this before, and he's kind of like getting suspicious that no one's hit them yet. So he's paying a lot more attention, but you manage to, at a moment that one of the other goblins is yelling, quickly like grab out, and you're now you're still in the area, but on the outside of the boat now.
Okay, can I, let's see. Did I ever find our money, by the way?
Yeah, I'd say you know where it is, as it were, but it's on the top of the deck, as because he just dropped it where he was standing and not with the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, mage hand is a thing.
Okay.
So.
I will say with all that, then you won't be able to move back to the thing this turn.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm pondering. That bag's also really heavy. It's also part of the thing.
Platinum is not light. You're right.
But the quote-unquote bag of holding I got is pretty light, right?
Yeah, that's like 5 pounds or something.
Huh. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do then is I'm going to have my little raven carry the bag of holding back and try and steal our money while I'm here.
Okay.
She's
Make a
got
sleight
a
of
fly
hand check.
speed. Okay. She's got a fly speed of 50, so hopefully she can get back in time.
I'd say that you managed to do that in like. We'll say like you were already planning this when you were getting out of the boat. So as soon as
I was
the
thinking
raven is there to pick it up. Sleight of hand. You start casting it, and the goblin realizes that this is not part of your body, so I can just stab this. As fairly like quickly, he suddenly like comes with a dagger and just stabs your mage hand.
Oh.
Gotcha. Well, as long as they didn't see me, at least that's still like could have been worse.
Well,
I'd
say he sees you at this point, but he just thinks you just arrived here.
That I'm fine with that. I am very fine with that.
Equally is okay.
So how does Vivi's little flight go?
As soon because it would be very easy for you to time this in a way that Vivi is basically already at your place at the moment that you cast your spell, as it were. So I'm not gonna. She'd probably be about at Azray or Forian when they spot her, as it were.
Okay, that works for me. They just think I was trying to steal my money back, and I'm good with that.
Azray, Forian, anything?
Azri's just gonna, hold to make sure, see, this guy's checking us out, so she's getting ready to, I guess, move to stop him or capture him, quote unquote. And I know that Teak is kind of curious as to what else is going on with those woats. So is the other side of the barrier from where Teak is, how far is that?
I'll
ping it. Sorry.
Say you should be able to make it to the other thing within if she uses her action to move as well.
Okay, because she's gonna bonus action move 15 feet with her boots of the winding path.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's far enough to get over here or not. I don't think it is, though.
Sorry, where? Didn't see your ping.
Oh, I'm pinging right 2 down.
There.
Yeah.
I'd say with the boots.
Long story short, her end goal is she wants to end up like right around here, between her movement and her boots.
Okay, I'd say she can do that.
Okay. I figure if I tell you where I'm trying to at least end up, it'd be a lot easier to work it. Other than that, that's what Teak's doing because she's on next turn going to try to see what's going on over here and what magic stuff's there.
Okay. Forian, anything? No,
we lose Ralgo?
No. Spring, anything?
Yeah, let's see here. Where did I leave her off? So we've already taken from the goblins, and we have something nice from the bandits. Let's see. Pretty good next. Fluke's gonna be leaving the bandits, and Fluke, do you have anything in your hands right now, or are you empty-handed?
In my hands, no.
All right. Then in that case, let's relay formation going over to this mound where I see this guy's shining out. And we're going to take a goose of a gander and see if I can't see anything worth taking.
Yeah, she would have been able to hear from Azray and Chonkers about the armor that is in the middle with some form of glyph around it.
Okay, so she's going to just assume that it's dead center if they say it's in the middle.
Yeah.
I've already spent my movement and my action, technically. So that's what she'll do. I'm got porcelain over here. Already done my movement at the beginning of this turn, that's right. Making sure I've got everybody, and nobody's really made any other moves yet. So yeah, I think everybody's good in the positions they're at.
Okay. Then it's the votes go.
What they gonna do?
That's their question as well.
What you gonna do?
These are all still focused on the goblin, and they can't really... Well, actually they can, because one of them can just keep track of two. So this one is gonna go back to their potions, and with disadvantage, unfortunately for him, gonna have a look at the wizard. That's a 2.
That's
so
a
no.
2.
He notices that they notice that the potions have disappeared, and they're kind of like looking over there. But from your perspective, Ezra, you see that like well before the boat like walked up, the elf was already like moving away and to something different, as it were.
Sneaky little dude.
And then the boat over here is gonna make a check to see if they can find anything. They can. They're learning from the other invisible creature, and it's just now picking up the arrow. Like you see, just very calmly, slowly, one by one, you see arrows disappear. As the boat is now here, like investigating that. As long as I don't make too much of a ruckus, nobody's gonna notice me. Then bandits have a go. Oh no, wait, actually this boat would try and capture the goblin over here. So let's give him that opportunity at least. That actually does hit. So this goblin is caught and is good to go back soon. But first the bandits. This one is gonna make a check here, seeing that one of the boats is looking into the nothing and the others are focused on the goblin, so he's gonna be a little bit stealthy at least. Oh wait, this is their dice. He tries to be stealthy but falls, and is not so very stealthy anymore as everybody looks and turns at him. But he still can have a look. Yeah, so he does. So you see him kind of fall, then look at what he fell over, grab that and get ready to run, but that is the end of his turn for him. The two at the back here, they are both gonna look around to see if they can. They haven't noticed like the arrows disappearing yet, but they do realize like, wait, people are invisible here, we should probably check if we're not being robbed while we don't realize it.
Quick question.
Yep.
Which one was it that fell on something and decided to grab it?
This one.
Okay.
And he would be over here about that. Doesn't matter that much. So the ones here, they kind of like stumble and like look around, and one of them suddenly like realizes, wait, there are much less arrows than there should be here, and next turn they are gonna do a little bit better in their investigation, hopefully. Oh, and the last one as well, who sees the goblin coming for him. He is he realizes that it's very difficult to do this if you're not able to get invisible or anything, or have distraction or anything. So he is actually gonna move over to here, like there, and kind of like try to distract what you guys know is an illusion of the wizard, so his other friend can grab something there. As he just gives up on the goblin for now. But then it's the goblin's turn.
Oh, what's his friend doing? He's been there for a while. Is he still watching?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just talking about his friend and then didn't do anything with him. He is just gonna go, and I'll give him a perception check to see if he can see the... He does. He does notice the glyph. I'd say I'm gonna have to quickly look at what abilities he has.
Man,
I think he has something.
I was muted, so I don't think Baffle heard my comment of like, oh, Baffle just told the teacher to collect homework.
I want to know what that glyph does. I want him to go first.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Guinea pig bandit, go!
What happens when he tries to grab it?
You see the bandit kind of standing over, noticing the glyph, and you don't know or Spring doesn't know what language it is, but she is fairly sure she can hear him whisper "fuck it" in whatever language he's speaking, as he just grabs the armor. And
Please, it teleported somewhere.
as he does so, the kind of ground around it shakes. The wizard here appears, as he is no longer invisible. And because he technically cast a spell now, and I need to get on the right token. The ground shakes, and around where the glyph was starts glowing red, and an arm crawls out of it and kind of like pulls itself onto the layer as
Summoning a demon.
fiendish spirit appears. A devil, to be precise.
Boy, am I glad I told teacher about homework.
You know, sometimes that's a good thing.
Oh no, wait, that's not.
Can that thing hurt them? Would that not count as a
No,
spell?
that would definitely still count.
Okay.
It has very specific instructions when it got summoned.
It's
This
still
is also
squirrel.
the new summoning thing, so it isn't like a wild devil that just got kidnapped from the hells.
You know, I may get disqualified, but it really did spice things up.
Disqualified.
Listen, did we really care about that armor?
I mean, it's plate armor.
I'm just here to cause problems.
At the very least, we
know,
can sell it for money.
That is a very good description of this elf, actually. So yeah, that's there. That's the goblins. You see the bandit with the armor. He is getting ready to run, but not quite there yet. Okay, the goblins. I didn't have done anything with them yet. I think no. Okay, so first this one is gonna have to return because he was caught. Then the other two seem to be focused on. They're not going to be stealthy or anything. They're just gonna try and like acrobatics their ways through and not be touched.
Fair.
So they kind of just run in and start grabbing. So that is this as the goblins. These are them. So that's the first ones. That goblin got very easily past the boat. As you see the goblin kind of like almost like he's dancing, as it were, walk past the boat, and he, in the same motion, grabs something from the floor as he has this what looks to be a ring in his hands, and he starts getting ready for a run. Actually, he does still have movement, so he is gonna run this way, so he'd be here-ish. The other one, let's see how well he does. A lot worse, but the boat also did a lot worse. So not as gracefully, more stumbling and running, and getting. He also runs, and you see him grab. I think from most of at least Porcelain and Teak would be able to tell that it's a horseshoe. For the rest of you, it would probably look like a piece of metal. As he grabs this set of horseshoes from the ground and starts running with it.
Horseshoes of the cipher.
Then these two are. This one is going to go after the bandit, and he should be able to make that from there. So that's going to be a roll. That bandit got very caught. No, the goblins started off really rolling bad, but they're doing good now. And the other one is gonna... He's gonna target you guys, I think. So Jonkers, Ezra, and Vorian make a perception check.
Gotcha. First, we're going to get over here to Osri.
Smack that hand.
Also, which items are hidden in the barrels?
That's it.
Definitely potions.
I would say the weapons.
Okay.
I know we had the bag of gold or the platinum in there earlier, just for what's the words? Keeping it the same. So I don't know if it's just where would the potions be? Is I guess my question.
I mean, there's 3 barrels, so they could be in their own barrel.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I guess
I'd say,
everything's in barrels then.
Yeah, potions are in Chunker's barrel, weapons can be in Azri's barrel, and then
Okay.
Not great rolls, but not terrible.
The weapons and the helmet are in one barrel.
Yeah. And then we'll have like the fire breathing and the invisibility potions and the platinum in Chonkers, since he saw that earlier, and then the rest can be in Vorians.
Okay. In that case, they would have probably reacted a little bit differently to the bag they got, but that's fine.
Bad.
Sorry, the rolls 18.
Yeah, I got bad.
16. Okay. Vorian, you notice a slight shift. I think it was done in Ezra's barrel. And as you look over, you see the goblin on top of the ship with the exploding mace in his hand.
Ha!
which one has it?
This guy.
Oh, so I don't even get like an opportunity to cast a gesture or anything?
He's not within range, I don't think.
He's a long distance grabber. He's very annoying.
Yeah, you basically have to hope that you can smack the hand.
Yeah, actually, I'd say if you want to, you would be able to get an opportunity to try and smack the hand away as well.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
Well, actually, no, you wouldn't, because it's in the barrel. You just see like the barrel moving, as it were.
Oh, okay.
Or you
The
can reach
barrel
into
is a
places you
detriment.
can't even see.
Mm-hmm.
That's broken.
I mean, he's a thief. We were in a place meant for stealing. Like when we're in the second highest tier, like
Yeah, we're
if
basically
anything-
gonna need Fluke to steal all our shit back.
Well, I mean, the exploding mace really isn't something we,
Yeah, they can keep that.
Yeah.
More annoyed about the money.
Yeah, that's actually annoying because we don't know if it was you don't know if it was yours or if it was Teek's that got stolen. Or do we?
If they were in the same barrel, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Yep.
Then it's the elves go.
As well as his devil friend.
He has beard. He does take a look at the devil friend, make sure that his things have been going well. But just to be sure, he is gonna cast the Misty Step. And move back over here. Oh, and the illusionary guy is gone. Because...
Gone.
And I'd say Spring can also see him load of 3 very similar looking vials, a third vial, which it's both a much larger vial, but also it's a much more potent potion. It seems it's kind of like radiating a little bit of light from it. And he also no wait, that was the goblin that took that. It wasn't him. And the Fiendish Spirit is gonna make a grab at the bandit. Look at. He can technically make 3 grabs, but I'm just gonna make it 1 for easiness sake. This bandit though he wasn't really prepared for how everything here was going to go, is very well versed in the art of dodging and weaving. And you see the spirit kind of like slash and grab at it, but he is just kind of slowly first making steps, and you can see him kind of like starting to get ready for his run back to his own place. As you guys are up.
Azri looks to Vorian and says, I think we need to get these barrels open so we can keep an eye on them. Who is, I'm assuming, not here yet. He's been muted this whole time, so...
No.
Oh, he's back!
No.
Sorry.
Well, I don't think it's really gonna matter, considering that they've already stolen from it with the lids closed.
Yes, but we can't stop them if we can't see when they're coming through.
I mean, I saw the lid move, I saw it happen, I couldn't do anything about it.
Because you couldn't see it?
I saw the lid shift.
Yes, but
that means that I saw that they were stealing it, and there's nothing I can do about it, regardless.
Because the lid is closed and we can't actually see them or smack the hand.
Yeah.
So I'm suggesting that we get the lids open so we can smack the hands.
So yeah, you can kind of see the hand appear, and then you can smack the hand, as it were, to kind of like catch him, as it were. But when it's in a barrel, you just see the effect it has on the barrel as things get removed or moved around in it. And then you're never going to be on time to open the barrel, smack it before he's gone.
Gotcha. And yeah, I misunderstood. I thought I saw the barrel lid move, and I didn't have anything to do about it, even though I saw it move. Not that I misunderstood the situation. Then yeah, I'm fine with opening the barrel lids.
And then yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do this round for the three of us at least. Open the barrels and get ready to smack people stealing from it.
Okay.
Chonkers is just hissing into there.
What's the rest of y'all doing?
Alright, well, I would like to use Elvira. I'm gonna move her more mid-center to check and see what this Woad is doing. He's been there for a while, just chilling, and I don't trust like that.
Seems a little freaked out.
He got there and then he freaked out, yeah. That's what he's been doing at this point.
Oh, oh, that's right, because Azri spoke to him in his head.
Azri threw things into chaos, basically, but that would.
Okay, never mind. He's no threat right now, then. In that case... Well, Porcelain has had not much to do. Nobody's been really stealing anything except for that goblin that insta-steals. I guess I'll keep assisting with running interference then, or at least relay stuff. So I'm going to move her over here now.
Okay.
And as for Spring, you saw where the elf is putting his potions?
Yeah, he was just kind of like clearing that quickly. It seems he has some like area of effect spell in his thing, in that he does kind of like a small symbol that he kind of draws on the items that he puts there, and they immediately turn invisible as he puts them down.
Yeah,
so
he stole shit.
Yeah.
it's taking him a bit to get it all invisible, as it were. But because of that, so now for the moment still everything is right in front of him.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna say thematically Spring waves over to Porcelain, and I hope this isn't illegal, but Porcelain's going to tackle the elf. Can you do that on their own home turf?
Yeah, you can. It's kind of a thing like in that you now have to drop all your stuff and go back to your thing where you already are, and you were already dropping your stuff, so...
It's more so to just get him off of the pile.
Yeah, exactly. I'd say you can kind of make a shove, as it were, see if you can move him. We'll say an athletics checks from the both of you.
Alright.
And how much difference there is, that's how much he moves, as it were. assuming you roll better than him.
Dope. Assuming I roll better than him, it'll be a little awkward if I don't. I do only have a +1.
I mean, he has a -1, so...
Oh, this is embarrassing.
This is gonna be great.
So, you come at him, and he himself, he isn't very strong or anything, but he does get ready to be tackled. And as you're getting closer, you also realize, like, wait, there's this fiend here. Maybe I shouldn't go all in for this. And you're kind of like doubting and don't get a full well tackle, but you have caught him in it, as it were.
Can I grapple him?
I'd say with the 6 athletics, no.
Okay. Fair enough.
He manages to like step away and kind of like open up a path between you and the fiend, as it were.
All right. Well, now that I've got him distracted, I guess I'll have Spring go in there and try and nab the potions. Would that be stealth or sleight of hand? Both of them take dexterity.
I think. Yes, sleight of hand with advantage.
I didn't. That's not the right thing.
No.
I was on the wrong sheet. First off. All right. Advantage. Dex. Bam.
There we go.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
And then from the elf, I'm gonna say the fiend is a little too preoccupied still with the bandit to really do anything about it if it goes fast enough. I'd say your distraction worked as he's trying to step aside to kind of like so make that free open up path between his defender and you. He also, for just a moment, leaves his potions unguarded, and Spring runs in and manages to grab 2 of the smaller potions.
Nope. And she's gonna be ready to bolt back to this our mound.
Okay. I'd say if she uses her tabaxi thing, she could be able to do the get back here as well, like on the edge.
What tabaxi thing? Hold on, I'm looking at her sheet.
She doesn't have it in her sheet. That's it's one of those
Basically,
things where
I think
I make NPC sheets with, oh yeah, I know how tabaxi works, so I'm not gonna fill it in.
Oh, thanks. I've never played a tabaxi before, so let me know.
I was gonna.
Basically, she can make an extra movement action, but then she can't move next turn.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Well,
Yeah, let's do that. Get her ass over there.
I think it's usually she can't do it again until she doesn't move again for a whole turn.
Oh,
if I remember right.
Ah,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah.
you.
So she got to stand still for 1 turn to get that to, you know.
She got to take a breather.
She can live with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's more? Teak still there? Fluke still
Yep.
there?
Let's let Fluke go.
Okay.
Look.
Now I'm gonna ask, since he just magically grabbed the exploding mace. I'm planning to leave soon, but I'm wondering how hard would it be for me to acrobatics to our bag of money and then just kind of run back with it?
Didn't you already take the
Would
bag
be
of money?
Opposed, not yet.
Oh.
Would be an opposed acrobatics. Or, yeah, for you it would be acrobatics, for him it would be athletics or acrobatics to try and catch you as well.
Well, I mean, I already sent Vivi back with the bag of holding, so I don't really have anything, right?
You can try Mage Hand again, but he does know you can do that and is keeping an eye on you.
Hey, keep an eye on me. So, yeah, I think an opposed check would probably be best for this. I'm heading back in that direction anyway, one way or another.
Okay.
So I might as well try and get our money back. So, decent roll!
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's go.
5, he is very unlikely to meet that, but... Nope. He rolled pretty good, but not a 25 good. So, you come at him, and he's kind of like... He's about your size, so he's trying to kind of like... move around the back, assuming that you want it from him. But you kind of take advantage of the fact that he has a mace in his hand, so he can't swing too wildly without like hurting you. And then manage to dive under, grab your bag, and jump out on the other side of the ship. So I'm gonna put you there for that.
Okay, so that's my action. I would like to use my movement to get back home if possible.
Sure.
So, boop. It's like, got him on the deck, and after, stowing, Vivi would have, very discreetly shown Ezra the bag of holding, so wherever they want to put that, Vivi will kind of hop down and nestle back into his cloak, so in case they need to pull that trick again. And then I have a bonus action. What I want to do to start, I want to start heading over to the Woats area. I don't know if that'd be a bonus action dash or a bonus action hide, but I want to be stealthy about it.
So you're gonna hide.
Yeah, I'd say it would be to get there. You would need your bonus action is where if you can go there now and then hide when you're there, but then they at least know that you went at them, or you can use your hide now and then go next turn, and then they won't know that you're going at them, but it will take you to next turn to get there.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably do the hide thing, especially since we've got a near spring again, so I get that plus 10.
Yeah.
Basically, it'll be a spring ahead for next turn. But I'm 10.
Oh, you're proud of that one.
Little bit.
You should be.
So that's a 31.
Cue the studio audience laughter.
I don't have that sound bite.
And what is Teak doing?
Okay, so originally my plan with Teak was to have her do minor illusion on where he was standing invisibly because she had detect magic going. But with him gone, and the Woats and them all doing that thing, I think the best thing that she's gonna want to do at this point is to try to move over towards where Fluke's gonna be. That way she can try to. She saw him disappear over here though, but he got a 31. There's no way she actually knows where he is at this point. So fuck.
She just saw him run, and then she got distracted for a moment, and then Fluke was just gone.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I guess she's gonna try and go and back Porcelain up over this way, by moving over here and then creating a mage hand to try and see if she can get one of those potions that he was stealing out of his pockets.
Okay, make an intelligence check.
Gotcha.
And technically not even out of its pockets because he had to drop them all.
Oh, you're right. They're on the ground. But either way, he's probably going to try and see and stop it, so if I can...
But he is mildly tackled.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's been grabbed. He has been very much distracted. And with this, I'd say, as the elf is kind of having some trouble with Porcelain here, Teak managed to sneak in and grab the larger potion and yoink it away.
Huzzah! That's movement and action, I believe. Did that take all of Teak's movement to get to where she is now, or was she able to start moving towards base?
So she'd be able to move 1 square towards base.
We're gonna just move back over here to get away from these guys as well a little bit, hopefully. Alrighty. I guess that ends her turn.
So, my question is that can Azri undo all the barrel lids, or does she need my help to do it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'd say you can still do something.
Okay, then what I would like to do is go over to the goblin area that stole our items.
Okay.
The exploding maze currently.
And if I still have an action remaining, I would like to use telepathic speech to speak into that goblin's head. And then I'd like to use psionic sorcery to use sorcery points. That's not the... Spend 3 sorcery points to cast Suggestion at the 2nd level, without having to use any verbal or somatic components. So it looks like I just walk over there. The other goblins have no idea what I'm doing, other than that I'm over there.
Okay.
And cast Suggestion. Inside that goblin's head, asking him to put all of their items inside of our barrels.
Interesting.
I'm not asking him to hurt itself, and you can even, like, if it's a knight, you can, like, make it give his horse, so it's not a matter of...
Yeah, that's right.
So that's what I want to do. And they have no idea what I'm doing because they can't, hear me or see me other than just walk up.
It's very clever, because he can just start running over. It's like, he's going to steal from them. That's a little weird for him, since he uses the hand thing, but to like, oh, wait, what's he doing?
Maybe you can just use the hand thing to put all his stuff in our barrels.
Exactly.
That too.
What's the saving throw?
My DC saving throw is 15.
And is this one of those advantage on if you're in combat or not? Doesn't say anything about it.
No, so it doesn't. Yeah.
Second real good.
Save 15. I'm not sure what his bonus is. Doesn't matter with a natural 2, I imagine. Oh, no, it's plus 13, guys.
Wow!
Wow!
Okay. You feel the spell taking effect. I will say you do feel some form of how do you say it?
Resistance?
Yeah, not
Hesitation?
necessarily resistance, but not even hesitation. More of an he is aware of like spells being cast on him, and he's gonna do his best to use this spell, not just advantage necessarily, but to keep it as good for him as possible.
But he is holding the mace.
Yeah. But he also has... No, that's not his stuff. That's stuff he stole.
Oh, that's true.
He's gonna bring his stuff, all the apples.
Well, to be fair, if nothing else, that still takes the most tricky little bitch out of the game for a little bit.
Fair.
Yeah, even if he has a lot of things that don't matter, the fact is that he won't be stealing from us for a while.
He won't be stealing.
Well, not only that, but as soon as he's done putting stuff in the barrels, you just like tap him and he has to go back to his thing empty-handed.
He's doing it with his hand. He's telepathically doing it, or I imagine he is.
Ah.
Yeah, he's gonna do his to the best of his abilities.
Yeah.
And he's gonna bring you all the stuff.
That's his.
Yeah.
Not the team's.
Hey.
I was making a joke.
Hey,
That's
hey. You...
What would be a beautiful... He's just gonna solo push that boat.
yes.
Just bring the whole boat.
yeah, is the boat his?
We'll see on his turn. Is that all of you guys?
Beautiful.
I think it is.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, then votes. This guy is realizing that he is being cut, so he has about 15 arrows and is gonna call it a day for that, so he's gonna go back there. This guy now suddenly sees a whole bunch of new stuff that wasn't there before. He also does realize that you can see him. Them. He doesn't like the helmet or the dagger. He is interested in your potions though. He knows that Fluke like disappeared here somewhere and then has just been gone since, so he doesn't really know exactly where you are, but figures that you haven't left. He is just gonna make a run for it, and I'd say both Fluke and Ezra can make an acrobatics or sleight of hand check to try and grab him as he is running. Fluke with disadvantage, Ezra normal with the help of chonkers.
Mine's both the same, so... Hey, wait, I get a familiar... Oh, wait, he's invisible. Never mind.
You're muted, dear.
Oh.
Hey, I rolled his teak by accident, but that is Asri, so I'm gonna just re-roll that one, because in that one.
Yeah.
Yes!
True.
Yes! Yes!
That's the halfling dream, isn't it? I don't think it matters that I'm rolling, but wow! Wow!
19 and a 20. Let's go.
21.
Snatch a
Oh,
bitch.
you had disadvantage. That's right. It's my bad. Either way.
Yeah. 21 and a 28.
So, Fluke, it is, for that matter, kind of amazing in that you just feel something moving and you're kind of proud of your own reflexes in that you managed to grab it, but as you do so, you already see that Ezra already in both hands, like, has it in it and, like, brightly smiling has got the thing.
Luke's just going to put his finger up to his lip, doing a little, like, shh, and just slink back.
Asri's just glad she finally caught someone stealing from her crap. She's like, no more. I even helped you out by telling you about those people who are stealing from you. That's rude. I don't know if it speaks common or not, but that's all in its head.
Not.
Just
Go
fucking
home.
psychically assaulting it.
I'm psychically reprimanding it.
Wait, I thought your thing was that if they speak a language, they can understand you.
In the head,
Speak
I
the language
think?
that you speak.
Oh no.
Oh, we're not gonna go back like all those turns, but the creature understands you only if the two of you share a language.
Oh.
Does it know
So
Draconic
do you speak
Halfling?
Sylvan or Elvish?
No, but I could have had comprehend. No, that's being spoken to, not tongue. Fuck me. She still
So
reprimands it, even if it doesn't
It
understand.
wouldn't have understood you, but it saw you pointing, and that's why it knew about the invisible guy, I'm going to say. And
That-
right now, it is a similar look of panic in its eyes as, like, this words suddenly appear in its mind and it doesn't understand them.
God?
Then the defending ones. This one is gonna go after the one that's running. That's gonna end up over there. And try and get the goblin. This goblin is just dodging and weaving like he went to ballet.
Bobbing and weaving.
As the second goblin has a bit more of grabs at him as he hasn't managed to get away yet. That's a natural one on the first one though. It's not much better. So the goblin here is kind of stuck between. He can't move because both of them are kind of like grabbing at him continuously, but they are not managing to actually grab him. This one only ran here up till now, so I'm gonna say he would still be able to kind of grab here, come here and grab the bandit laying on the floor and catch him as it were. And that's all right. So then it's the bandit's turns. This one has to move back and was a little bit scared by the fact that he was just suddenly caught without like he knows there was something invisible as well, but he has no option to see those. So he's now eyeing you guys over. Then this one is gonna make a run for it, although I am gonna give the fiend an opportunity.
Go fiend, go fiend, go fiend.
This one is for the fiend. Yeah. He grabs with the armor, or starts running with the armor, and he kind of just makes a smack as the fiend's tail has been like wrapped around and like grabbed his leg. And he falls kind of hard on the armor, but not enough to really be a bad thing as where
Hurt him.
This one's cut as well. This last one, you know what? It's just gonna try to run and grab that thing from Teek's hand. So Teek, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh boy.
Or acrobatics.
They're the same. So let me just go ahead and switch over the nameplate real quick because I'm trying to keep that up. We're gonna go gadget acrobatic. She's gonna flash a genius that as well, so it's 21.
Okay. This time, Bandit again. Same Bandit actually. Comes for her.
They're forming a relationship.
She moves around and like kind of gets ready to throw it again, but then notices that porcelain this time isn't between her and the pile, as it were. So she doesn't throw it, but with that reflex has made enough of a movement that the bandit can't grab anything.
Huzzah!
The other two bandits are defending. They're still searching for the one, but that one already had an opportunity to run.
Teek would like to say to that bandit, if possible,
If you keep trying to dance with me, you're gonna have to buy me dinner.
Oh, that's cute.
And I'm gonna say that this is the second to last round.
alright.
Okay.
As it is the goblins go.
Top of
Ezra,
order. Yes.
you notice that suddenly in the barrels that you've just emptied, apples and pouches of what's it called? Okay, I don't know what it's called, but
Food bits.
different pouches filled with all forms of baking materials are appearing.
Cooking supplies, baking materials. I love it. Azrael sees that happening, looks over to Vorian, and she just kind of narrows her eyes. Is like, he is doing mind things. Can he control people? She's gonna open a channel to like, cause she doesn't see flute. Never mind.
You see Spring, but you don't really know her that well.
Yeah, I don't know her
Hey,
that well.
person I don't know. You know the other guy that you also barely know? He's pulling some shit.
Yep. It was gonna be a warning. Watch out. He may be able to control minds.
I mean, you can't be so distrusting your group like that.
You definitely can. You shouldn't, but you can. The
You make a good point. I didn't.
goblin that was chasing the bandit is realizing that he probably doesn't have the eye patch if he's trying to steal stuff at the same time still and not just running away. So, not knowing where the eye patch is, it's gonna give up on that and have a look around. So let's make an investigate or a perception check would be from here.
No one got that goddamn cauldron.
Not yet, guys.
No.
We're working on it.
I just not
Not
thought
much
of it.
time left, though.
That's true. We just got 2 rounds. See what happens.
The only thing he does clearly notice is the armor that the bandit just fell on, and that's a little bit too big to pull through his thingy. So he is gonna move over here and see if the woads have anything, but that is gonna be it for him. This goblin over here is gonna make a run for it. It would be like this direction for him, but the woads do get. These woads have had so much opportunities to get this goblin, and they've squandered all of them.
Yay!
Now finally, as he makes his run, one of the woads literally makes a jump for it and grabs it by his feet, as the two of them like face plant. But they have to
Get it?
bring back.
A woad? It's a faceplant? Haha.
It could be because I've watched way too much Star Wars, but I do like imagine these things sounding like Jabba's.
Or sand people.
No, it's more like the Utini.
Oh, that's
No,
that's
no.
Ewoks. Or no, that's sand
No,
people.
that's
Oh, yeah,
Jawas.
I
That's
know
not
which
that's
one you
that,
mean.
that's not.
Yeah.
Oh, Jawas. I thought you said Jabba.
Jawas.
Yeah,
Okay,
Jawas.
that's why I went.
I thought you said
The ones-
Ewok, honestly, but you know.
Yeah, my brain said Ewok when I was thinking of small creature. I'm like, no, that's the furry bastards that were entered in the. Yeah, we're done.
My head immediately went to Jabba the Hutt.
Same.
And just no. Didn't have an imagination with it.
It echoes in the trunk.
This one has to go back to his space. Oh wait, no. It's the goblin's turn, so he isn't at all.
Yeah,
Because
not
I was
yet.
about to think like, hey, this goblin should be able to run first, so he's gonna do that. He's gonna get the horseshoes and just throw them on deck. Yeah, from your perspective, Vorian, you see him kind of like he needs to make like new circles every time because he first uses a circle to grab his stuff, and then you kind of see him pick something out of it and make a new circle and places it into the barrel, as it were. And as you're kind of watching him do that, suddenly a bunch of horseshoes get thrown upon the deck. As you see this goblin over here, assuming that everything on there is being defended by the two goblins,
Everything's
to
fine.
run somewhere else. This guy probably the goblin is a little bit too big, so he is gonna come at you guys. I think that is gonna be it for him there. Yeah. And then it's the elf's turn, who is getting a little bit annoyed with you, Porcelain. Let's see what he can do about it.
Elf v elf. Elf v elf.
I love how Rory's just like now alone on the boat with his mind slates. Like, I wonder if I should grab something.
Well,
He won't.
He's not a thief. And
He won't steal anything. He'll just convince you should give it to him.
He
Exactly.
does know. He does know that that exploding mace was stolen from us, though.
You know, but we call it the exploding mace. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens when it's our turn.
Well, as it turns out, the elf can't do terribly much about it. So he is just gonna smile, wave his hand, and disappear. And he also saw that cauldron, and he found it very interesting. So he's gonna move over there.
Oh, fair. Go through his own
space. I'd say just barely within the ranges of all the detect magics and everything.
That means he left all his potions behind, didn't he? Were there any left?
I mean, there was one left.
Oh.
And it is invisible in the areas, right? And there is still the fiendish spirit, which can now completely focus on that area since this guy's been cut already.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true.
I'd say a spirit is actually gonna move over there and make an attempt to grab at Porcelain.
Oh.
So make an acrobatics or it would be acrobatics check here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know which one I'm going for.
You know.
Well, but this would always be acrobatics as well.
Yeah.
You're getting smacked at. You're dodging. You're not trying to contest the smackenings.
Let's see, and then.
Am I still muted?
No, you're not still muted.
Okay. I just wanted to realize I was talking to myself or something. I do that sometimes.
Attack roll. Okay, this is defense.
There you
Bam!
go.
It is a big creature. It moves kind of sluggishly, and you can see it coming as it tries to grab at you, but you manage to step away.
I literally will step multiple times out of the way. It's almost like I'm dancing away from it.
See, you're dancing too, Porcelain.
As the fiend does position itself like in between you and the armor and kind of over the potions. As you guys are up.
Okay.
I know that Teak is going to try to Boots of the Winding Path herself over. Oh wait, how many times does that work? Hold on, let me just double check something.
I may not be able to do that.
She does still have the potion.
I just want to make sure that it's not a limited number of times. You know. Sorry, there it is. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, you teleport. That's
Ooh.
that's much more interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. So bloop. Boots of the Wine.
Can she wink at the guy beforehand?
Right. Well, wearing these boots, a creature can teleport up to 15 feet as a bonus action to an unoccupied space. The creature can see. The creature must have occupied that space at some point during the current turn.
Wait, did I copy that and paste that wrong then? Let me just go straight to 5e tools.
So you can only go back to a space you've already been.
In this turn.
Oh.
Oh, just use your legs.
Yeah.
You can do the tracer thing basically.
Okay,
Or
I
you can
misunderstood
use your
that
mage
earlier
hand to
then.
drop off the potion in the area, or there's a couple things you could do.
There
You could do
is.
both.
She is going to, since she can do movement as mage hand is an action though, not a bonus action, to do stuff with it. So
Okay.
I think.
Make an intelligence check as the bandit will still grab at it.
Oh, I wasn't using that. I was checking to make sure mage hand was an action. So she's actually just gonna. Yeah, she's going to basically just action dash and move over here.
Okay. In that case, make an acrobatics check instead of the intelligence check.
You're still trying to get grabbed.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't have his item though, so even if he grabs her,
He
at
can
least
still try to take it.
wrestle it from her. Yeah.
Yeah, but they both need to try and
He's
take that.
not
if she wants
grabbing
to.
at her, he's grabbing at the potion.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Gotcha.
keep that hold of the potion.
With 19 though, after that comment, he kind of is a little bit awkward about it and doesn't go all in for it, and Teak manages to get away.
So she moves over here. She'll kind of like run through and try to drop it off, kind of like next to Chonkers, not necessarily like trying to be stealthy or anything. And then
She
try
could
to
throw
keep...
it in the barrel if you took the lids off.
Oh, that's true. So yeah, she'll just plop it in the barrel, assuming she can on the way, and move to the other side with the action of her, because movement and action, because she's heading over this way.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's about how far she'd be able to get.
Cool. Because I think she's only got 25 movement total. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alrighty.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Feel like running?
Yeah. I'd like to use Elvira again for her to tell me where Elf Boy went, or if she knows where he is.
She'd tell you that he went to the bandits' hideout.
Dope. Then in that case, I'm going to use my movement to run through this direction.
Okay.
End up on the other side over here.
Yeah.
All right, and that's my movement. And then what can I have Spring do? Spring's already deposited what she had, right?
Yeah.
All right. In that case, knowing that we've already taken as many potions as we could possibly need from the elf, the goblins do have something interesting, but she would remember that Azri said something about the cauldron. So she's going to head off towards this way, start giving buffs towards people who are going into their encampment. Can she see where it is from here?
Make a perception check.
All right. That's not... Why did that click something? I just clicked on the goddamn page and it brought something up. All right. Perception.
Nice perception
At
roll.
22,
That's such a great ball.
the bandits are a little bit obvious as to where it is, as they kind of like their eye patch was stolen, most of the arrows were stolen, and are just like literally just back to back protecting Cauldron. With the 22, what she also notices is oh no wait, she's invisible. He's invisible, so she wouldn't be able to notice. But she noticed, like, I'd say like a little bit of movement in like the in the mud, as it were, up to the curve that's leading up to where the cauldron is hidden. As the elf is at this point also making his way for the cauldron.
I know somebody's there. Anybody else doing anything?
We still have 3 people.
Yep. Fluke wanted to creep over to the Woads, now already being stealthed, and he wanted to try and grab that rapier he saw earlier.
Okay, make an investigation check. The votes were focusing on that goblin.
Yeah. Oh, 6. God.
No, actually, they already had the goblin. So, with a 6, they have not attempted to really hide his rapier.
That's good.
It's laying there. You see some glyphs on the blade side of it, and they don't seem to like it. They're kind of like moving around it as well.
Yeah, I can tell they don't really seem to like it, so, Okay, well, being all stealthed, let me actually check that real quick. I gotta check something. Oh yeah, rapiers are freaking light. Can I just try and mage hand that away?
Oh.
Being all stealthed and everything?
Sure, make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hand? Yeah.
How much is that weigh? Oh.
Rapiers are light, which they are finesse weapons, which makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was unmuted. I was just looking like, they can't weigh that much, right? And I looked down there, yeah, they're only 2 pounds. I think mage hand's like, what, 10-pound limit or something?
Ooh. I mean, it's an 11.
And
one of the boats clearly notices you, but seems more relieved that it's gone than that's a problem that it's being stolen, as it were.
like, yes,
away.
get rid of it. So that's their
Much more
exploding mace.
like worried about the potions that were stolen earlier.
Okay.
Also, the horseshoes, they also didn't really care about as well when those were stolen.
Okay, can I I've moved, I used my action. Can I bonus action dash and just bring this interesting cursed object back with me?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I'll be back and I'll just lay this down, just like, looks cursed. I don't know if that's just because they're tree people who hate metal things, or if it's really cursed, but we'll look at this later.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Foreign and Asray still, I think.
So I think that the goblin had to put down the exploding mace to be able to bring the other stuff, right? So I'd like to just pick that up and bring it back over to our base.
Makes sense.
It doesn't stop you. I will also make a stealth check to see if the other goblin spots you.
Okay, stealth check. Somewhere on the sheet. There it is.
You have returned to the force.
22.
Voice.
You
Let's go.
definitely, like, the goblin is much more busy staking out the next few place he wants to go rob.
I just imagine he's just casually walking back with it too.
Yeah, I mean, I just walked up silently and walked away silently.
You just calmly walk.
Not stealing if it's your stuff.
Exactly.
See,
Grab the mace.
Fluke sneaks and blends into the shadows. Virion just kind of looks like he belongs and no one pays attention.
Yeah, if it's just confidence.
Smile and wave, boys.
And that is what we like to call charisma, my boys.
What are you talking about? I've been here all along.
Yeah, I'm one of you.
You can still move if you want.
So
you
I'm
can
bringing
also.
it back.
Okay.
And put it in the barrel.
At the moment you kind of like enter the goblin that was staking out your place, like over here. This kind of like look at you, see the mace, and
Blinks.
you can see this look of like, what the fuck?
Speaking of
Where
which,
did you come
Asray, you're playing defense, but he's pretty close to us. I mean, why not preemptively grab him?
You know, that's not a bad idea. I won't lie to you. I was thinking about using a key point to go to use my movement and stuff to try to get over here and, ping properly, to get over here and try to get the cauldron. But since like we got one person already over there, I don't.
Don't worry, I'm going to do the same thing to the goblin, or same thing to the bandit that I did to the goblin. The bandit's going to want to give us their cauldron.
We'll see if it works. We won't count on that, but we'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what we will do is go move over to this guy real quick, grab him, assuming that
Okay.
she can.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand.
Yep, I'm also feeling like Virian's watched Avatar. Stealing's wrong, unless it's from pirates.
I swear.
Well, he rolled natural one, so you were always gonna get this.
Yay.
He was
You
so
literally can't roll a natural
slack-jawed
one.
at Vorian that he didn't realize he walked right up to him.
Yeah, like he's looking at Vorian, and then suddenly you appear between him and Vorian, and he kind of like blinks, and then you grab him.
Did he have any stuff to drop?
No, he
Thought so.
just got back. He was just sent back from the other place. No, he.
He dropped off the horse. Well, no.
No, that was the
No,
other
no,
one.
he got grabbed recently too, and he headed for
Yeah,
us after he got
He
grabbed.
was the first one that got grabbed. Yeah.
Okay. After I grab him, does that take my action, or was that?
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna.
But you just would still have your movement, I'd say.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to get over here with my movement, and then spin the key point for Step of the Wind to try to run over and grab that cauldron.
Okay. I'm gonna say make 2 acrobatics checks as both of the bandits definitely do see you coming and try to grab at you.
And
that's
a
right, they're
one.
running interference. Excellent.
And a 2. That
Okay.
13 sucks.
So, first one, highly unlikely. So the one with the mask grabs at you, but you easily manage to dodge. Because of that, you do get a little bit too close for your own liking to the other one, who definitely does manage to kind of tackle you and force you to the ground. But you are definitely running a very good distraction, if that's
Yeah, hopefully the
any
other.
consolation.
Yeah, hopefully the other 2 will be able to. And since we have.
Elf is so happy with you guys right now.
Oh, the elf goes first. Son of a bitch.
Yep.
My brain didn't process. My
Why
dumb
do you
brain
think
was
I've been
dumb braining.
keeping such big tabs on him?
Chalkers is just looking at you and shaking his head, just like, Mow.
Well, the Fluke and you and everyone's over back with us, then the wounded Nair's
I was
gonna have to
actually gonna
switch
wait for
something
him to
back.
try and snatch it and then fucking nab him again.
That's perfect.
Well- Yeah, you're still running good interference, so.
And it's the Wode's turn. This guy has to get back.
Who don't know? Well, okay, that guy saw me bring the rapier back, so. But they don't care.
This guy has his quarry lost. He does see the armor here. And the fiend, who at this point would still be more focused on what's happening over here than on him. So he's definitely going to go for that. Especially since the bandit still has to get back. So this guy also disappears, goes invisible because he hadn't used that yet because he was defending. And just walks up and grabs the armor.
Oh,
that's
nice.
Gonna be it that is going to be it for him. He does still need to get back next turn. Then these 2 are going to get at this goblin. This goblin was already caught. And this one is just going to take center and defend again. So that is 2 for the votes against the goblin. So let's check. That's a nope. And this goblin is like just kind of sees the boats coming and starts already moving away. And because he can do his like distance thingy, he's also like not too worried about being caught and more busy with like seeing what's happening. He also did notice the rapier getting caught, and he kind of like snaps his fingers because he wanted that. And is now also realizing that, except for the ring that was just dropped, everything from the boats. This really has been who can steal the most from the boats deal here. So when they come at him, he kind of like, before they can actually make an attempt, he already starts like moving back and pretending to give up while he starts casting his thingy. As it is the bandits now. This one has to get back, and I'm gonna make a check for him to see if he bumps into the elf. Nope. Nope.
Aw. I just imagined you!
Die!
My turn.
Ashley has been got, so they don't worry too much about you anymore. This one is gonna go for spring definitely. So make an acrobatics check for spring.
Okay.
You advantage.
Oh, that is dexterity. 14.
So as he's coming at her, Spring kind of gets ready to make a jump for it or make a run for it. But like the bandit suddenly manages to kind of make a short sprint and is a lot faster than anticipated as he manages to grab Spring. And then they're unaware of the elf, so they are both gonna come at you, Porcelain. Because so make 2 acrobatics checks.
Okay.
Go, Porcelain, go!
Oof.
Oh, well,
Please just survive that first one. Oh wait, is she? She's not within range of Teak. Never mind. For a flash of genius.
Nope.
No.
More fire.
As they come running, you prepare, but like to jump to one side. But as one of them, like, comes from the left, they manage to distract you, and the other one, similar as what they did with Ezra, just go for a full body tackle, as it were, and grabs you.
And the one that has me, I say, congratulations, you missed one behind you.
And he kind of like looks shocked up. Then he, for a moment, you can see him relieved, as he then realizes that no, wait, there's invisible people here. As he kind of starts on his run.
Wait.
I did a mistake.
I did an oops.
And that is all for the bandits as we get into our last turn. First is the goblins. Fluke, you notice in the barrels, Chonkers, Vorian, and Teak, you also notice. At this point, again, still pouches, but they just do sound a little bit heavier than previously, and it sounds like there's something metal in there.
Yes, we're getting to the money.
Even if it's a little money, it's still a bonus.
And you're right.
Actually, I'm gonna roll. And you get 3 pouches over this turn, I'm gonna say.
Sweet.
Nice.
Heavier stuff. Then the other one, as he is kind of like casually walking back towards his own thing, is gonna yoink the ring that was laying around here. So just kind of like calmly and happily walks back to. He would be able to get there. Yeah, he would be able to reach it over here about. Gets back to his boat. This guy had to return, so he's not going to do anything. You guys also had to return.
I love that they have no reason to suspect their bag of holding is gone.
Right?
Nope. They literally have zero reason to believe you were even like in the boat.
Yep. They probably feel so clever.
Swashbuckler and boat, it worked well.
Only this guy at this point is realizing, like, wait, there's something wrong with our guy because he is. What the fuck are you doing with our stuff? This guy, feeling that they haven't been robbed yet and that they have gotten the horseshoes and the ring, he is gonna stay here and protect in the sense that he doesn't figure he can get anything before everything ends now. Then the elf is up, who is gonna make a check to see if he can find the cauldron. Since he has a pretty good idea of where it is, I give him advantage, and he does find it. So you see the bandit that kind of like got here, walked back, and kind of getting ready to back up again as he looks over, and suddenly the cauldron disappears, and you can see like this look in his eyes of anger suddenly. Yeah, and the elf is gonna use his last Misty Step for that. Well, not his last, but he's gonna use his Misty Step for that too. Poof back to his own spot.
See, that's the thing. I knew mess of a bitch.
Then you guys are up.
Well, waiting wouldn't have worked anyway.
Yeah.
They could see us. They went straight
He
for
would have
us.
gotten by.
So
I don't know if there's anything else we want to steal now that the armor and the.
Go.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
we have to go back anyway.
Yep, I was gonna say since we have to go back, I'm gonna ask that takes up our movement, right? So action as so I can then bonus action step of the wind again to try to get closer like over this way. Oh, actually, there's no way I'm gonna. This is the last round. There's no way I'm actually gonna be able to steal anything from him. So
You can bonus action dash and action dash, right?
yes, but then
that'll
I'm
get
just
her
in
over
there.
Yeah, but then you can get there, but not steal it.
Yeah.
Oh, because it takes an action to steal something?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
My
as we
question
will
is,
just-
if we end the
okay.
turn without getting caught, do we get to walk home with it?
That's a good question.
That's a good question indeed. What are you looking for at the moment, Fluke?
Or Azure, right? Or either?
Well, because I'm gonna say you do need to be able to leave like the area where you're in as a
Ah.
where you find it in.
You can't just
But
roll up to
if
their
you're, like,
pile
in
and
the-
put your hand
yeah.
on it.
Yeah, you can't like just jump on the boat. Mine,
Dibs.
I have this.
My boat.
My boat.
Well, there is one option.
What's that?
Well, you have Teak running between here. Fluke, not sure how far your movement can get you, but if you can get over there and take it, but no, that's 2 actions. Never mind. Unless you bring chonkers with you.
Well, here's the fact is we can't like mage hand it because it's a cauldron. It's gonna be super heavy, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how we get it over out of his area without it being like 3
Plus,
movement action.
The only
not.
ones who can actually move too probably won't be able to pick it up anyway. Yeah,
I will
I don't
say
think we're getting the
it'll
cauldron.
It'll eat up one of my actions, but I could still cast haste on myself.
Yeah, but can you carry the cauldron? It's as big as you are.
I'm more wondering. I'm not worried as much about the cauldron. I'm just more worried. Like, is there any last place to try and snag something?
Yeah, is there any other
more
goodies?
or less?
I will say from what you've seen, except for the things they've stolen themselves, the roads have been basically picked clean.
Yeah.
The goblin's giving us stuff.
The goblins think they've have only stolen things and protected everything, but you know that you've stolen from them. Bandits also have everything taken. The elf is about to realize he's lost his armor, but he's not gonna have time anymore to do anything about that. Because this road here at this point is invisible and has the armor.
Oh.
Yeah, the road itself is invisible.
So do the bandits have anything at all?
No,
A few
they lost
arrows.
their cauldron,
No,
their eye
they-
patch, and their arrows.
They have had the lesson that invisibility might be a good thing to invest in when you go do this.
So they still have the eye
Well,
patch?
No, we
No,
Chonker
we haven't.
still
No,
has-
you guys have the eye patch.
Yeah, Lord Chonker still has seeing invisibility, so the only thing I can think for us to do is try and intercept that road with the armor. That's literally the only thing I can say. I
His
think to do.
turn's after ours too, so
And he is gonna just move like this.
Yeah. The woes
Yeah,
got it.
That's for him.
I think we've done pretty well from ourselves. We managed to steal back what we got stolen from us. So
yeah.
This is net profits.
I think everything being considered, our characters being pretty intelligent, we just kind of hunker down and be like, okay, this is ours. Don't even try.
I do want to ask, when Teak had detect magic, did she see anything about those horseshoes, or are they just normal ass horseshoes?
They're magic.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll say that they are horseshoes of this.
Yeah, I
Do
I think those are the only type of magical horseshoes you can find. But
the bandits have any coins or anything?
no, they had like 3 valuables that they pulled around about.
And they're all gone now. Okay.
Yeah, the
there's
road's
still
got
5
the
arrows left.
We got the eye patch, and he got the cauldron, which honestly, the eye patch seemed like the most likely thing we could actually get.
Arrows might be worthwhile. So I'm gonna go over here, and do the
Well,
silent
no,
thing
no,
again.
the road's got the arrows.
Oh, there's still 5 arrows. I heard.
Yeah, there's still 5
Oh,
arrows.
there's
yeah.
still 5?
The road's
Okay.
15.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go over here, and I'm going to basically do the same thing, but to this bandit, spending 3 sorcery points to cast suggestion, to tell him to gather the arrows and leave them in our circle.
Okay.
DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
DC 15. Good luck with the minus. Nope.
Nope.
I love that lyric. Nope.
Good luck with minus. Nope. Oh, that's pretty good.
Much less resistance from this guy, as he just walks back and starts gathering the arrows.
Huzzah!
That's it.
Jeez, we literally left the bandits with nothing.
That's what thieves get.
That's what
Oh.
Wodes. The Wodes also got nothing. Like, you know,
Oh,
they're gonna get
they
the
did-
armor.
Well, the
No,
roads
no,
are
the
about
roads
to get the
still
armor, so they made out with something.
there.
They got the 15 arrows in
Well,
the
it's
armor.
also
yeah,
the
that's
fact that
right.
compared to all the other contestants, they were the less tricky to deal with.
Honestly, even though there's not much we can get from here on, we definitely made we as the players made out the best, because I mean, the sorcerer did get that cauldron, but he's losing his armor.
The sorcerer was doing very well until everything that he stole got stolen from him.
Yeah, it was porcelain and Tika.
No, wait, he still has one potion left.
He's got one potion, because we couldn't see
He's
it.
got one potion and the cauldron.
Yeah, he was getting good with the potion, but I mean, that one road just fucking walking out with that thing is hilarious. It's like an Ewok, like tripping Darth Vader. It's just, I don't know.
I think maybe Teak will try to move to the opposite side here to see if she can mage hand some the air. I think nope, that's not gonna be the distance. I was gonna say maybe try to mage hand some arrows from the Wodes, but
No, they also put it like over here somewhere.
yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I think we're pretty much set then.
Yeah, it's doing defense now.
And then the let's go.
Holding action to smack a whack with the whack. No hands.
Luke will chase someone to the ends of the earth if he needs to.
Portion's ready to tackle.
Calmly but hastily move over here and drop the armor. I'll say would be for Chonkers, make an insight check.
Oh, let me go over to Chonker page.
Chonker.
When you said investigation?
Insight.
Insight.
I'm not sure what I said, but I meant insight.
11.
11.
Not the worst.
Okay. Difficult to read, and also a bit of a distance. Chonkers is more focused on making sure that the goblins don't pull anything last minute.
Yes.
The rest of the boats are kind of just moving around, same as you. Make sure that not the last parts also get stolen. Goblins have their stuff. Sorry. Then bandits are. This guy is bringing over here, like throws the arrows into your circle, and I think that's also the moment that his thing expires. Like once he's done the thing.
You're muted, Ralgo.
Once he completes the task, yeah.
Yeah. So you can see him like doing that, and you can see like the thought process of, wait, why did I do that?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Was I trying
But
to
he also
distract?
sees like all of you in a defensive position, and also noticed that he didn't like just put it somewhere close by him so that it's technically in your thing. He just threw it like in the middle,
As he was told.
and he's just gonna go back. He's not even gonna attempt.
He
Defeat.
just feels defeated.
This guy does see the potion, but does not want to fuck with the devil. Does also.
Well, the potion's invisible.
Oh yeah, that's true. So he doesn't see it. Just see the arrows here. Could he? Can he still make it to the armor?
Oh.
No, that's too far. Well, he can make it to the armor. He just can't do anything.
Woo!
You know what? I'm gonna end it like that. You see the bandit like last minute think. You know what? Even if he can just get one thing out of this and just starts running for the armor. And about at the moment that he gets there, it is as if like the entire area is like lifted out of an illusion spell as the like mirroring effect wears off and the game ends, and he kind of just manages to like put his hand on the armor from mine, but then the game is over.
Wah. And like that, may I suggest we go on break?
Go on break.
Yeah.
Yay! Bathroom time!
Bathroom time.
That was a productive stealing session.
Mm-hmm.
So what all did we get? We got some potions, we got a rapier, we got some random bags from the goblins.
Which has heavy metal in
Probably
it.
money.
Probably money.
rations.
We got lots of
We
apples.
got a bag of holding and a magic eye patch.
Bag of holding with stuff in it, or we don't know yet?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
It's not the bag of
Well,
devouring, right?
I was gonna wait with that for until we're back,
That's fine.
but oh yeah,
I'm back.
I'll wait. Okay, everyone back?
Everyone back?
I can say. So the roll you did beforehand, the D100, the 85, which was, by the way, the exact DC that you needed. The goblins have three bags. One bag of holding filled, one bag of holding not filled, and one bag of devouring. And they were planning to do the empty bag of holding here. But because of the 85, they, in their confusion, did the filled one.
Ooh.
Wow!
Huzzah!
I love the fact that Fluke / me is the one who rolled that and stole it.
Yeah, that's why I said it's appropriate. Oh wait, I didn't say. I just thought it, but that's why it was appropriate that you did the roll in the end.
Beautiful.
So I'm now quickly typing out what was in the scroll, real quick before we start again.
Scroll. I know that I have a couple quick questions when you're given the chance, but finish that up. I suppose.
Yeah, that was a good skill challenge. Everyone got to do something pretty good, pretty important.
We are not ever going to need to go apple shopping, and I love it. And honestly, Vorian taking that tricky hands goblin out was the best way that could have been done, because like if there was someone who needed to be shot with an arrow, it was that goblin.
guy. Yeah. Like, okay, you pissed me off. You were stealing shit. I couldn't even see you stealing shit. We're getting you out of this situation, dog. I ain't dealing with your ass. You're gonna work for us.
You work for me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fluke was always going to go for that rapier, but my first thought is, well, I could cut across and try and get that from behind, but I'm like, wait, they know I'm here, but they're distracted with the mace. What's to stop me from just... Fluke is good at acrobatics. I could just kind of grab her money and run.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to be cheeky and not give us back our mace? That's fine. I'll just pick it up off the ground.
Yeah,
I know.
We're all willing to lose that mace, but good job on just making this a pure profit venture.
Listen, I'm a merchant. I can sell that somewhere, I'm sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I know that Asri's gonna identify that freaking eye patch, and that Teek's gonna identify the rapier if we're given a moment. We could be going into some sort of like, congratulations everyone for completing this kind of thing.
No, as it's as kind of like the veil fails over the area and you're back in the market that you were before. The organizing goblins as well who set up all of this kind of come and politely but firmly help you get ready to leave, as it were. Which less politely so with the goblins that brought a boat, because that's just annoying.
You brought a fucking boat?
Yeah, Elvis push it. Yeah, I bet you feel real clever now.
Time is money, friend!
But once you've gathered all your stuff, you, I'd say, except for the goblins, you guys are probably the last ones to leave. But before you get all your stuff, make a perception check, at least for one thing.
Everyone or just one of us?
I'd say first 2 of you for the one, and then 2 of you for the other.
Well, my perception is only a 1, so I won't roll. There's 6 of us.
Mine is a 9, so I will. Okay. And why is it not clicking?
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah, Spring does.
Is that
Ah!
Wow.
Sorry, that's I wrong nameplate. My bad.
Ah.
Yeah, it's fine.
There we go, Spring.
Okay, so
Okay.
whatever the first one is, we probably missed, but
I'd say you see the elf. You don't really Porcelain and Ezra. You see the elf as he gets out. Like when he is walking past all of you, because for him it's easiest to clean up, as where the spirit disappears, and he just starts walking as where. He walks around very casually, but you notice that very quickly once he gets back into the main area, he with the 12 and the 11 you can't see what exactly, but he spots something, and suddenly he's much more careful and kind of like starts sneaking away until only Chonkers can follow him as he does his invisibility thing. Then Spring and Fluke, the thing you notice is as they are talking and like preparing to push their boat away, the goblins start one of the goblins start like putting things in another bag of holding, and then he starts grabbing into the bag, and you see this moment of panic in his face for a moment as he grabs and doesn't find what he's looking for, and he kind of sheepishly looks at the others, and an enormous fight between the 5 of them ensues.
oh, this is great.
Fluke is just Cheshire Cat grinning right now. Just like, oh, that's... I feel kind of bad for them, but fuck them.
That's why you don't. It's why you don't bet things you're not willing to lose.
Like your boat.
Oh yeah, you guys didn't see that though. I slinked in there. That's a bag of devouring. Oh, oh, those poor guys.
So does he lose his hand?
No, it's the second bag of holding. The
Okay.
bag of basically he was expecting to find his bag of holding with stuff in it, but found empty bag of holding instead. The bag of devouring still.
Oh, okay. We don't understand why that's so good, but we still feel schadenfreude.
They're just mad about something. They're goblins. They do that.
It's true.
They're probably beating the shit out of the guy that I suggested to give them their stuff.
They might do that too.
Just walking by, eating
No,
some of their
actually,
apples.
that would probably be their first instinct, thinking that you were charmed and have given them all their stuff. Their first thought wouldn't be, oh, we fucked up when we switched which bag we were supposed to put here.
And Vorian
Hilarious.
led to the
Or
murder of a
if nothing else, he
goblin.
would use that as an excuse. He'd be like, wait. Oh no, he charmed me.
No, wait, shit, that was my responsibility. You were charmed, you gave it away.
No, definitely
Come
wasn't
Come on,
paid.
you.
Definitely wasn't paid off. No, it's charmed.
On that note, once they can find an area, I think both Teak and Azri are going to sit down and do the identifyings.
It's interesting in that when you're walking around, it seems everywhere is busy and there's always people around. But when you start looking for a place to kind of like for privacy and have a space with your group as well, it seems there's always one just close by you as well.
Nice.
Very nice.
Let's go hang out with Ojot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna
Yeah,
eat an apple and offer one to Ojot.
Ojot will eat it.
They'd be
Yeah,
all poison goblin apples.
Enemy problems, civil war. You're not wrong.
It is a problem, I'd imagine.
You're not wrong.
Can you post all the stuff you stole in the chat real quick? And I can go to what you find which identifies.
Yeah, because the first things we're going to do is the rapier and the eye patch.
Yep.
But I don't know what else was actually stolen besides that, the arrows and our own stuff back.
Yeah, the arrows are magical, right?
Yep.
Do we need to cast Identify on those to figure out what they are?
I'll say the arrows are just +1 magic arrows.
Okay. Hey, but still, 5 + 1 magic arrows, that's not bad.
Who uses the bow the most?
You, probably.
Oh.
That's true.
I have a crossbow.
Are they bolts or are they arrows?
They are arrows.
I can't use them.
I think that's most of what I stole, if I'm remembering right.
Yep, and then there was, let's see.
Because I think
Spring
ended up
got
by the end.
2 potions.
Chonkers was wearing it.
And 3 bags of metal from Gobos.
Yeah, and there was also the 1 bigger potion.
That's what Teak had gotten.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You forgot to put the worst steely goblin's time because you stole that too. Most valuable thing you stole.
Hey, you don't know what's in those bags of metal yet. They could be very valuable.
They are 3 bags filled with ball bearings.
Oh.
You have with you 3,000 ball bearings.
Yo.
Wow.
Teak will ask for some of those for Mr. Box.
What?
Fair.
I guess that's fine. We don't need them, but still.
Well, I'm not saying like just some of them. Like you said, we had 3,000.
Mr. Box mostly likes rust.
Yeah.
And these don't seem to be specifically rusted.
My bad. I misunderstood.
That's fair.
Well,
he also
he
eats
can
all
make
metals,
some kind of
but
rusting
he
compound.
specifically likes rust.
It's like asking for pepper.
I'll say, if you take like a short rest, you can identify everything, look through stuff.
Okay.
The big potion is an interesting one. It's a potion of polymorph. You can't tell into what, but when someone drinks it, it will polymorph into something.
Okay.
If nothing else, if we want to steal again, that's good. That's good to add to the
smaller
pile.
potions are truth serums. When you drink it, you cannot knowingly lie for a minute.
Basically, zone of truth.
It's not bad, but you can always shut up.
The eye patch doesn't really have a name, but once you attune to it, your passive perception goes -2. But once every long rest, you can cast. I think it's called Clairvoyance or Arcane Eye, one of the two.
Ooh.
I think it's Clairvoyance. Yeah, Clairvoyance once per long rest.
Be good for someone who sucks at perception already.
The rapier is a +2 rapier.
Oh.
That when you there is like this glyph on the hilt, and when you touch it, it starts shining a bright light of 15 feet.
Awesome. Teak will say to Porcelain,
I know that he's been letting you use the magic rapiers, but this one might be better instead of borrowing one.
I mean, I specifically snagged it thinking she might like it.
Ah, Sir Flug, you thought of me. I say as I take the sword up.
A little bit of that, but I mean, it's not a big deal for you to be borrowing the rapiers, but it's nice to have both of their spell components available, depending, but I just saw a magic rapier and I'm like, we need more of those.
We need all of them.
more.
In all honesty, I want more magic daggers, if I'm being fair. These magic rapiers are all the magic rapiers I need.
Well, I'll certainly keep that in mind as we go through the rest of these challenges. And I give him his +1 rapier back.
We heard him here
You
first,
already
folks.
added
He
back
doesn't
for the
want a
challenge.
+3 magic rapier, unless it's a dagger.
But now I'm going to remove it from my inventory.
That's fair.
For rapier
But one thing he
+2!
will, So I know you have your own regular rapier. Do you want to borrow one of my daggers? In case we're dealing with something that has, like, resistant to magical things. Since Prino's porcelain occasionally likes to dual wield as well.
Certainly, if you'll continue to bear with me borrowing your items.
Yeah, I just don't want you to be, I have 2 of them, and sometimes it's nice to go 2 rapiers, sometimes it's nice to go rapier and dagger, that sort of thing.
The metal things we already had with the ball bearings. The bag of holding, you're gonna have to find out what's in there.
Yeah, let's.
Let's open the bag.
I mean, if you open the bag, it's just an empty void.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, don't we have to, like, tilt it over and, like, pat the bottom or something?
You can turn it inside out, but it's going to cause everything inside of it to, like, fly out at a velocity.
So she's gonna say, do we want to, before we try just pouring it out, like, see if we can pull anything out, like, thinking of something specific?
Sure, let's start with the monetary things.
Yeah, money.
She'll be the one to put her hand in, I guess, and say, or think to herself, I'm trying to pull out some gold.
Do you think of a specific amount or just some gold?
She'll think she's trying to pull out 100 gold.
You get your hands back with 100 gold.
Ooh.
All right then. She's gonna just kind of say, who wants to go next? Maybe a high amount, maybe the same amount.
Fluke will stick in, like, 25 platinum? I don't know.
Hands come back with 25 platinum.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Porcelain will reach in.
Fluke's just, like, staring wide-eyed at that, and just like, there's probably more platinum.
Yeah.
Jumps into the pile.
I'm gonna reach in and I'm gonna think of 100 platinum.
Yeah, still 100 platinum in there. So you grab 100 platinum out of there.
Oh, Jesus, she's rich. Teak will reach in and think for a magic scroll.
She grabs out with 2 spell scrolls in her hand.
Oh.
I'm gonna start preparing a bed of hay from my feed for Ojot, so that way when it's time to turn it over and dump it, if there's anything fragile in there or like cushion to fall.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else want to put their hands in, or are we tilting? Because I'm down for another round. This is fun.
It's certainly exciting.
Well, we don't want money flying everywhere. That's for sure. Money can hurt when at high velocities. So 100 gold as he sticks his claw in there, trying to get more.
How much did Astrid get? Also 100 gold, right?
Yep.
Yeah, there's more. There's also 100 gold still.
Porcelain will reach in and she will think of potions.
Healing potion, good call.
No potions.
Alrighty.
First swing and a miss.
Asri will ask Vorian, before I take a second round, would you like a first?
No, I'm good.
All right. She'll stick her arm in and think of she's trying to think of a magical sword. See if it has any weapons in. Wait, Blags of Holding Pierce would take damage. Probably wouldn't put any weapons in there. You know what? Asri doesn't know that. She hasn't had a bag of holding before. She's going to go ahead and try to grab a magical sword out.
No magic swords.
Yeah, figured. She's like, damn.
Fluke will stick a claw in and think of gemstones, because why not?
I just had an idea, son of a bitch.
You know what? Technically, you grab out a necklace with 3 ruby gemstones in it, which do seem to be fairly fragile as you grab them.
Nice.
Could I... I've got jeweler's tools. Can I run some kind of knowledge check with them to tell... I'm guessing they're probably magical.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
While he does that, Asri's going to try to see if there's a spell book in there.
Compendium, why won't you let me add an item?
No spellbook.
Damn.
With intelligence.
10. I seem definitely magical because at the very least someone has enchanted them to be more breakable. Because a ruby should not be this easy to break.
Out of character, just like inside out, beads of fireball just explode everything.
Yeah.
Case is very, very gently putting that down, just like these are very fragile and magic. I mean, I can't say they'll explode, but
He will, over the course of us going through a few more rounds, I'm assuming, just cast Identify on it.
Okay. They are indeed a necklace of fireball with 3 beads on them.
Yeah, she will she'll get to that in a minute. Because she'll do that and then the 2 spell scrolls, unless she just knows what those are.
I'd say that those 2 are arcane checks to kind of decipher the spell scrolls language. Let me actually check what languages does Teak speak, because...
Fluke will also look for 100 more platinum and 200 more gold, just trying to get all the coins out of there.
Yeah, that's what...
I'm proficient, so I'll help Teak look over the spell scrolls, and I have the Helm of Comprehend Languages, so if it's in a language he doesn't know, I can do it.
It is in Celestial. Oh, and Teak also speaks it, so that's fine.
Cool.
There is a scroll of Remove Curse and a spell scroll of Reincarnation.
Oh shit!
Oh, why would they bet this stuff? Oh my god!
Well, they weren't planning on betting this.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess Ashley and Fluke keep going in to try to get all the gems out, and then once all the coins are out. Once all the coins are out, they're gonna move on to spell scrolls, I think.
Okay. I mean, the spell scrolls you have the 2 that were in there for totals of gold. I will type it out real quick.
Oh, sad day.
Yeah, Fluke will also think magic staff or magic wand.
You have to have the body.
Any of that feeling around.
Alrighty, that's a lot.
Wow, we are 25 platinum short of getting it just on the nose.
So there's 5 of us, right? So each
6.
6, right? Cat lady. So that's that 2,000 is worth 20 gold. So 535 total.
2,000 silver pieces is 200 gold. You take away 1 0.
I was going in order. I accidentally went the PP and SP in my mind mix up. Might be. Thank you for pointing that out.
2,000 platinum.
So no. I wasn't thinking platinum. I was thinking that these were the copper pieces.
Oh, okay.
That's and fine. I realized that PP is platinum, not silver. So that's actually a lot more than I thought it was. Holy shit.
It's a lot of money.
So I'm not good. So we got what, like 17, 18, 1900 gold, because the platinum pieces is 150. It's 20 there. My bad. So 22. I'm bad at math.
Yeah, 2200.
It's a calculator. Let's pull it out.
Ugh, making me do things on a calculator.
It is 2200 gold.
Math.
So everybody gets 25 platinum.
And how much did Teak put down of her original platinum that she's scrapping back? We can add that back into it.
I think she did the 4, or did she do the 350? Or the 35, I mean.
She did 35, I think.
There's one of you did 440 and the other one did 35.
I'm pretty sure the 35 was Fluke's because I put it in order of when they were done. So
okay.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So 120 on the platinum.
All of my platinum, so I was checking on that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing no wands or staves in there, though, right? I'm feeling around.
If you're going for a staff, you will find a staff of striking.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Alright, everybody gets...
Put that out and put it to the side.
I guess I'll just calculate it and type it out because it'll be easier than trying to
you found this one, so I'm gonna send it just so I have a... Oh, let's do that on the...
You know, that's honestly not a bad weapon for Ezra, because that could be a monk weapon, I think. Especially for a Kensei.
Well, yeah. I think I'm proficient with them. I'm gonna look what a staff of striking is, just to make sure it's what I'm thinking of.
I think it's the thing that Ira got, but in a rapier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the question is, out of curiosity, is that light a curse that on that rapier, or is it like a benefit?
It's just you can activate it to have it shine light.
You can choose when it
Oh,
happens.
so it's not something that has to happen.
No.
No. It's like a radiant
Excellent,
weapon.
Yeah.
They just didn't like it because it's metal and a weapon. They also didn't
Yeah,
like the thing they
Fluke's-
stole.
Fluke's gotta be like, yeah, I thought it might have been cursed, but I thought they probably just hated it because they're weird plant people, and I was right on that.
You were. I would like to reach in and think about bottles of alcohol.
Oh, that's a good call.
Interestingly enough, no. Those would have been stored in the ship.
Oh,
To
how
be
about
fair, on that same note, Fluke's going to think of any fine art, because that's a pretty common thing to cram into these things, and also kind of fragile.
I don't find any.
Okay. How much more do you want to try before we dump this thing out and see if there's anything we didn't think of?
We've gotten potions, we've gotten golds and all that. We've gotten anything. Is there anything hard and destructible and or fragile and easily? Just, like you said, we don't want everything. I know we have the nice bed over there that Vorian was kind enough to make for us, but
I'm very glad I thought of jewels. That would have been very bad.
I suppose we think of anything else fragile.
Luke would just put his claw in and think of glass, like in general.
You get one glass shard.
ouch.
Ow.
Actually, I think Asri will go over there and try to think of rings.
No rings.
Okay. No ring of spell storing for you, Teak.
Porcelain will reach in and think of glass antiquities, like vases and things.
No vases and things.
All right.
All right. I think at this point, once because it sounded like Ralgo was doing maths.
Yeah, so 4 people, so I'm gonna be one of these 4 people, get 83 gold. And 367 silver.
If that's 4 people, then let's just make it the 4 actual players.
Yeah.
That's the question. How much does the Tabaxi, I have no problem giving the Tabaxi money, but does she care about it? She is a druid, so
I mean,
there's that kind of...
She definitely does care at least bits about it.
I mean, she can buy at least 3 slaves
Okay.
at that price.
I
You need to know.
She
Oh, she comes from a slave country. She's trying to free them. What?
But she definitely is thinking about seeing specifically like the elf and also the stranger abilities of the goblins. Is also now thinking about I need to get some stuff to get with it because don't feel powerful enough yet to win this thing now.
Yeah.
Well, she's with us at least, so, you know.
And
She's
then,
happy with the group she took, definitely.
So then
That
the
said-
Druid and Teak get 84 gold
Gotcha.
and 326 silver.
Okay, so how much?
83 gold or 84 gold, 326 silver.
Okay.
and then how much did the rest of us get again?
How much silver?
326 silver for the Druid.
Thank you.
The other players the players that are here got 83 gold, 367 silver.
Now everyone got 25 platinum, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
How much silver again?
I'm just gonna type it out so that way I don't have to say it for 100th time.
That's probably wise.
It's a 3-digit number, for God's sake. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've said it over 3 times though. So if you got 1 digit per time, but it's okay. We should have just done this to begin with.
I think it should.
1 digit per time.
So,
That, I mean,
more guesses, or are you gonna empty that?
I think that's where I was going. Is like once, because he was doing the math. Once we have that, we can just go.
I will also suggest once we have it emptied out, maybe dumping a good bit of the silver back into the pouch.
Okay.
Once we know what's all in it.
Once you dump it out, 3 more items fall out.
Okay.
First, a set of braces.
Ooh.
A second, a very heavily enchanted javelin.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And third, a set of gloves. Also very magical.
So Asri and Teak set to identifying. Asri's gonna identify the bracers. Teak's gonna. What was the second one you said before the gloves? Javelin. The heavily javelin.
Yeah.
Who said the bracers were magical? He didn't say they were magical.
They are magical.
He literally.
He said the javelin was magical. I thought.
I thought
The
he
braces
did, my
were the
bad.
only one where I forgot to say that they were clearly magical.
My bad. My bad. I
They
missed it.
are braces of archery.
Nice.
The javelin of lightning.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they are gloves of Far Strike, which is a custom item. You can activate it, and for 1 minute, your unarmed attacks have a 30 feet range.
Ooh.
Did you make all like staff of striking, braces of archery, +1 arrows? Like what the?
The kids say Marcus like, and you said 10-10 sucked.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Uh,
Now, Ezra, I know this is going to be hard, but I need you to share with the class.
I know.
The reason I was
Okay,
excited
have
was
right
because you said bracers of archery and not bracers of defense.
Yeah, the like
that's why.
the bracers
I
are
feel
just
bad
good.
that that's why I feel bad the light rapier is a rapier, because I'm like, that'd be good for one of Ezra's weapons.
Oh, I'm proficient with rapiers. It's one of my Kinsei weapons.
I know, but she needs a magic rapier.
You're right, absolutely. But okay, so she's gonna ask for the staff of striking to be hers, assuming no one will argue, and she's kind of eyeing those gloves, but I'm not sure anyone else can actually even use them.
Does anyone actually melee attack with their bare hands?
No.
Asri.
We know Asri. I was asking the rest of the class.
I'm sorry. I'm just this is all good weapons. I'm sorry. I'll mute myself.
I don't think anyone else does. And then what was the other item again? The javelin of lightning.
The
Who
druid
wants-
might want staff of striking.
The NPC.
Yeah. A member of our party?
No, I'm. You're not wrong, but have you looked up what the staff of striking does?
Yeah,
She
plus
would-
3 to attack and damage rolls made with it.
And there's 10 charges.
She doesn't
Yeah, for
seem like
extra
a
deep-
smacky
so extra
druid, though.
damp
She seems
force,
more like a
extra force
cantrippy
damage, yeah.
druid, if I'm being honest. But, I mean...
She wouldn't go for the staff of striking. I'm looking.
Is there anything here that catches her interest?
I think she is technically the only one who can use the spell scroll of reincarnation, because it needs to be on your spell list to be able to use it.
Hmm.
That's fair.
And like the necklace of fireballs is a thing that everyone can use, so she wouldn't be. She would kind of look at those. I think the javelin she wouldn't care about. Yeah, it's the spell scroll
to be
of
fair,
reincarnation and the
she
necklace
should-
of fireballs which would be what she is looking at.
I mean, it's one of those things to where she should definitely get a share, but also I suppose a lesser share, because she pulled weight, but she also didn't risk anything.
That's fair.
Oh, that's true. She didn't put anything into the pile.
But she did give you the 40 in stealth.
Yes.
She did do that. I said she pulled weight. She did pull weight.
Well, it's more so over the fact that like we should probably let her hang onto the scroll because she's the only person who can actually use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not technically sure if it's on Ralgo's spell list. With Tasha's thing. I'm not sure if it got on there as well.
Classes.
The incarnation is a weird one.
Is it? Oh, I didn't know it's druid only.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's really only for her.
Like not even clerics can do it.
Yeah, they get the regular one, the less fun one.
I guess that's we should probably give her the scroll. Then she'll get a share of the money. I guess the question is, do we want to be kind and give her the fireballs, necklace of fireballs as well?
Well,
it's a useful item.
I could take those.
Yeah, she would definitely, because the scroll of reincarnation is a big thing. So she's eyeing maybe the necklace of fireball a little bit, but she very much understands if she doesn't get it.
Fair.
Like, she's not gonna make a big deal out of it.
Who wants the lightning javelin?
Probably you.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm doing the very, oh, does anyone want this? No, mine.
We should probably discuss. We had some other things too. Who wants that eye patch? It's very unusual.
Yeah.
Ezra, I'm assuming, definitely does not.
I don't know. I think it might actually be good for Ashley because you see as if you're there, so it's better to have a good perception because you're still gonna have to make a perception check.
Her passive perception is pretty massive though, and I think she likes having that. Oh.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. I was gonna say going from a 19 to a 17 is not necessarily the worst thing, but I only have so many attunement slots, and I've got one right now taken up with the Cloak of Arachnidia. I'm gonna have one taken up with the Staff of Striking, and we don't know. Like, I don't know.
Does the Necklace of Fireballs require attunement?
Nope.
It does not. I believe.
They just break.
Yeah, they're just consumable as well.
What, did we identify what the eye patch does?
-2 to perception allows you to class clairvoyant once a day.
-2 to passive perception.
Passive perception, my bad. Yeah. I get where like Ralgo's coming from, by the way, because like having a +9 to the perception roll itself means I'm still making decent perception rolls. But I don't know. I'm on the fence, I guess.
Well, we could give it to one of the NPCs or Teak.
What is Teak's perception? 11, and she's not proficient in it.
No, yeah.
So passive perception of 9 to 11. I don't think that's going to make much of a difference for her.
Wait, question.
No, but the whole point isn't about the passive perception. It's okay, I am now seeing through clairvoyance. Roll perception to see what you see.
Oh,
I have a really shit modifier. It doesn't let me see anything.
That's what I was gonna ask. A quick question: can Chonkers take it?
Who also has a 1?
I'm gonna say no.
Chonkers has +5 to his wisdom.
Oh, I thought you
Or
had
not
one
+5 wisdom, but +5 to his perception because he's proficient. My bad.
Gotcha.
I said that.
I was about to say. But no, Choker's got
Well, I've got a perception
I figured.
roll of 7 and a passive of 17, so I could use it. That would
We're
be my
also
last
just kind
attunement.
of running up on attunement slots. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I got my set of rapiers, and I got the amulet of non-detection, which I think is.
I'm fairly sure it's also attunement.
I have a
Yeah.
14 passive.
Who has decent regular perception rolls though? I know we got Ezra and.
Well, your passive is
Ring.
based off of your perception,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah. Well, some people have bonuses depending on certain things.
I didn't
I
take
think it's just
observant.
most of the feat though. Okay.
All right. So it sounds like at this point, no one necessarily wants the eye patch, and we'll move forward at the moment of it not being. It's just being party inventoried.
Yeah, you can
Fair.
just keep it with you as well.
In the bag of holding.
Yep, there you go. Which
We'll
comes to the
create a
bag of holding.
item sheet actually
That's a
for
good
it, so we
point.
don't forget it exists. Oh, you do already have a party inventory, so you can just use that. Add handouts.
So right now in the party, does anyone actually have a bag of holding besides the one we got today?
I don't think so.
Nope, Galrok died.
Galrok had one, but he died.
Yeah.
Okay, because then Teak has she can undo either her boots of winding path or her refueling ring. Oh, she doesn't have the. Never mind. I'd have to wait until she leveled up to be able to get the duplicate magic item infusion.
That's a handy one. We have the money to do it, that's for sure.
Yeah, but the problem is that she doesn't know the infusion.
Yeah. I'm talking about for later. We just gained a lot of the money to do that kind of thing.
Yeah. Who would like the bag of holding? I'm just gonna openly ask our Ivorian. Would this help with all the things you keep in your barrels and stuff? Like, would you want to have the more secretive stuff in this, and then your barrels used for the less secretive stuff?
I mean, yeah, I'll take the bag of holding. That's fine.
Assuming everyone else is okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense for a merchant.
Yeah, I got an awesome sword and a kick-ass javelin. I'm happy.
Right?
Yep. And you still got a loner dagger if magic shit gets in the way.
So the next then would be the...
Oh, yeah,
we already did the
dagger.
necklace of fireball, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Gotcha. I'm going down the list. We got Spell of Reincarnation. That's the gold. Gloves of Far Strike or Braceries of Archer. Free. Does anyone want either of those?
Does me literally no good.
I think the Braces of Archery might do good for either Porcelain or Fluke, but...
Do they count with crossbows? Crossbows is still archery, right?
Yeah.
Oh, with longbows
so.
and short bows. Oh, you're right. It does specify in the description. It's longbow and short bow.
Really?
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As racers, you have proficiency with the longbow and short bow damage rolls made with such weapons.
Wait, does it only give proficiency?
It gives proficiency, and you gain a +2 to damage and
Yeah,
rolls.
that's...
Like here, let me
that
just...
makes-
Yeah, that is interesting because Fluke
Okay, so-
does not get rogues do not get proficiency with longbows. I mean, not that he would use it a lot, but it's an interesting little modifier there.
Yeah.
What was the dagger you gave me again, Fluke?
It's just a break it +1,
Just a
wasn't it?
+1 dagger.
+1. That's what it was.
Yep. He's got 2 of them, and he just knows you also like to dual wield, and sometimes you run into magical things that resist, you know. You still got your regular rapier, but you know.
Better question: does anyone actually have a longbow in their inventory?
Oh, not currently. No.
I do not
have a
know.
heavy crossbow.
We'll have to buy one then for, because like I don't know. I actually
Oh, we got a shit ton of money.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
like I'm gonna be 100 transparent on this. Like out of the 2 items, the glove of the Far Strike or the braces of archery, I know I'd prefer the braces of archery, but the gloves of Far Strike literally do no one else good but Asri.
Yeah. I'd be willing to
True.
take them because I have proficiency with bows already.
And they do give extra damage on all ranged weapon attacks. Wait.
Made
with
with
such
such
weapon-
weapons. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's
but
only
it's
the
so
longbow
weird.
and short bow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it worked for daggers too, Fluke would be all over that. He'd be like, I got even more options.
Yeah, I'd imagine like crossbows and so should also work, but apparently...
Nope.
I
Crossbows
mean,
aren't archery.
yeah.
I guess not. You know, it's like how they say, you know, the shotgun isn't sportsmanship. It's a barrage.
You know.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing where like Fluke could definitely make use of it, but it would also be just kind of like, oh well, now I have long range options.
Yeah. Since you have a pretty high dex and those are good dex base, I think if just to make use of everything, Asri should take those gloves and you take the bracers, and then she'll loan you her longbow and give you those 5 + 1 arrows and her 30 arrows, because I also have my crossbow.
No, that's fair.
I did not realize that we had someone in the party with a longbow. Good.
That's
Yeah,
my
that's where
preferred.
it's used
That's
to-
yeah.
That's always used it once or twice. I mean, we could also sell some of this shit too, but it's also
True.
It's also like Asri literally couldn't take both of them. I don't think.
No,
'Cause,
she has
you know,
one attunement
attunements
slot left. That's why I'm like. Wait, I'm gonna make sure that the Arachnid is attunement.
No, I need.
Yeah, first
I'm
things, yeah.
fairly sure it is. That would be really weird if it didn't.
Javelin of Lightning. Oh my god, it is a thing. Hold on.
I just realized Slumber forgot to start his recording after the break.
Fuck.
Well, it's a headline going.
Thank you.
Oh my god, for the first time, they're gonna be useful. The backups are gonna be useful.
Oh my god.
That was such a pure fuck, too, from him. Like, there was a with that wind up and everything, the fuck. You're almost like Geralt of Rivia. But alrighty, so I have ranged. I can punch at a distance now. Let me. Do you have arrows, by the way, in your thing? Regular arrows?
Me, I have both, so I would, yeah.
Well, I was saying to Porcelain, since she now has my longbow. I realized I gave you the 5+1 arrows. I'm also going to give you my 30
I
regular
thought you gave
arrows.
him the fluke.
Oh wait, who's taking the bracers? Who's taking the bracers? I'm giving it to whoever taking the brace of archery.
Oops, sorry.
Honestly, who would? I mean, if she thinks she'll use them more.
Oh, you know what? If you want, I will not say no. I'm a fighter, and you're giving me so many weapons right now.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, I mean, while Fluke would get the proficiency from it, she's probably more likely to use it, I would say, out of the two of them.
Oh yeah, I'll if it's very far away, I'll use the bow. If it's not too far away, I'll use the javelin. And if you're very close, I'm gonna get you with my sword.
Yeah,
you're officially all lengths.
Try and run.
Now you just gotta decide. I mean, it probably won't be the javelins. Well, ooh. Well, that's only once per day, though, right? It has to recharge. I'm just thinking of which item you're gonna do to bond to yourself to recall.
Well, my question is for the javelin of lightning, does it have? Does it have a special ability or anything like that, or is it just the fact that it's a?
Oh, have you not used one?
Should be on the. If you.
I'll toss the link up real quick.
I'll just throw it in your character sheet.
I'm gonna close all my character sheets so I can actually start adding stuff to them.
Not sure if this is.
It's a fantastic one and done item, is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't give the whole description when you put it there.
No, it doesn't.
That's dumb.
Right.
Let's go. I think I might have to refresh my Roll20. Yep, I'm refreshing Roll20.
There we go. Thank you.
I believe in you, Roll20.
Oh my god, I can fucking Zeus.
Yes!
Oh, this is exactly what I was hoping it would do.
Yep.
It just reminds me of the Unexpectables.
Reminds me of Grog.
Yep.
Borky definitely brought down Panic with this. It was fine.
Yeah, that was early days, but that was a thing.
So also to the party inventory, I added the scroll of remove curse because nobody in our party can use it, and with 3,000 ball bearings.
I love this thing.
Yeah, you got we like I said, this is a nice haul.
What about the potions? We still got potions to stuff, right?
One of them was the polymorph one that we don't know what it polymorphs into, and the other two were of truth serums. So I think those can be partied inventory for when we need to get truth out of somebody.
All right, so 2 truth serum, one unknown polymorph.
Yeah. Does anybody want to be a madman?
You looking at a madman?
Chuck.
You know what?
How many uses does the potion have?
One.
I'm assuming one.
You just gotta use it in the middle of something and hope it helps, basically.
Well, I will do it when I'm almost down, and considering that I have 46 HP, that will probably be not too soon.
Well, I also wonder if we could take it somewhere to get it appraised too. Like, hey, what's we know what it kind of does. What's it absolutely do?
I mean, I think with Teak doing identify and everything, that was probably the best we're gonna get.
Fair.
Maybe.
I
I
think someone could use alchemy supplies to very much like pull it out, but it would need to be someone who both like has access to that level spells as it were, and also is very good with alchemy.
Gotcha.
Well, I have access to polymorph. but not alchemy.
And I'd say with a long rest, probably you and Teak together could make a check to see if you can find it out.
Ooh, you've piqued my interest.
Oh wait, that's right.
He's
That's,
bonding with the party.
I mean, let's hope he's part of it now.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's mostly everything divided up one way or another. Did anyone take the? Did we decide who's holding the necklace of fire by beads?
Yeah, that's me.
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
The sorcerer in the back throwing beads of fire. Because the sorcerer don't got fire.
Honestly, a monk or rogue at the front could also do that. Evasion, fuck you.
Exactly, I'll just throw it directly at her feet.
I will say though, this is such a great idea.
Hey man, loots.
Next question becomes: do we want to try to go one rank on the highest rung? We might not make out as good, but we have a more variety of things to bet. So you know that.
Yeah, but
we especially even have some things like the truth serum and the polymorph, which are borderline, the eye patch. We have some magic items that are almost sort of just like we don't really care about, kind of like the exploding mace.
True, but the other thing is we got to keep some items back to offer whoever it is that brings us back to our coil.
That's true.
So having a few extra items that we don't necessarily need that are still good are nice.
Also, I feel that
I'm just mostly saying we shouldn't assume we'll make out as good, but it still might be something worth trying.
I'm feeling a bit of the, gamble while you're ahead kind of thing. Or rather, don't gamble while you're ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we made out, like,
solid.
way better than we expected to.
I mean, it's true. That bag of holding especially.
Yeah.
That
He
goblin.
says looking slightly smug.
Let's put it this way. That goblin done did fucked up.
Well, we
Really
understand now why his friends were so gosh darn mad at him.
So much money.
I mean,
All of their money. That's probably all of their money.
They're all of their everything.
Sad thing is, I would have been happy with an empty one, honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, I say let's do some more exploring and find out more about this place.
I agree.
Okay. I say we should keep it on the table, but I'm not going to push it too hard.
And I suggest we do that next time.
Okay.
Next time.
Are we gonna have a long rest first, or are we gonna not?
I think we were doing a short rest during all of this, weren't we?
The only reason I was asking so we don't forget about the polymorph potion during the next long rest, but we can do that next time. I just won't forget.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You still have an entire day ahead of you, so.
Okay, cool. Then we will wait.
On that note, then I'm gonna stop stream. Bye, everybody.
Bye, stream.
I'm gonna stop a recording that Slumperd forgot to do.